Hi guys, so we're back again. Obviously it's all been confirmed now, so we thought we'd just do another live reaction video. Just how are you feeling? I just feel sick.
I've got out of fucking bed for this shit. I was that amped up, like laid in bed. Like obviously the announcement was supposed to be at 9:30, then at 10:30, and then we had nothing. And then Fabrizio Romano has tweeted out, which is like the wealth of knowledge on social media, coming out and saying, you know, I'm just gonna pull up the statement. I've even seen stuff, I don't know if there's any truth in this, that certain managers aren't happy, you know.
Yeah, we've heard about Klopp supposedly has turned down and said if this goes ahead, he's just going to resign.
That just shows that they've not even cared about how the players feel, how the managers feel. They've not given a shit at all. They've not even asked it. They don't even know about it.
Yeah.
Disgusting. I mean, absolutely disgusting.
The clubs in question: AC Milan, Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, Chelsea, Barca, Inter Milan, Juve, Liverpool, Man City, Man United, Real Madrid, and Tottenham. Like that hurts even more. The fact that Spurs are even considered in that top fucking six. They're saying that they're going to create this league and it's going to begin ASAP, as soon as possible. I mean, what the fuck does that mean? If, like, there's been a statement since as well, like where the UEFA have come out and said every club and player participating in the Super League could be banned from all UEFA and FIFA competitions, European or international level. So don't let them play in the Champions League. But don't let them play in the Champions League.
We've waited 16 years to get back in the
fuck. Honestly, it's
out of just this statement that's come out. It's meant to be a midweek league, right?
Yeah.
Then that takes everything away from the challenge. What they're going to do? Play Barcelona on a Tuesday in this Super League, and play them again on the Wednesday in the fucking Champions League. Is that how it works?
Can't even keep up with how many games they've got at the minute.
I genuinely didn't think it was going to happen. I thought it was a power play, maybe. Like, oh my God. So listen to this. Chairman of the Super League, just coming out, Florentino Perez, owner of Real Madrid. Vice Chairman Andrea Agnelli, owner of Juventus. Vice Chairman Joel Glazer, owner of Man United. Do you know what I mean? And Andrea Agnelli, who is the vice chairman of this new league, who is the chairman of Juve, is set to resign as president of the ECA, which is the European Commission. So he's already set to resign from his position already. This league is a goer. It's a fucking goer, which I just didn't think it would be. How the fuck can one of the Glazers, man, this is what's fucking me off, and I'm not even a Man United fan. It's Americanized. It's Americanized. It's a World Series. It's creating a fucking it's so Americanized, like a super franchise thing. Like, what about us? Do you know what I mean? It's not even a case of like, it sounds like when I'm saying, what about us? Like, because we want to be involved. We don't even fucking want to be involved. It's a case of, what are you doing to football? What are you doing to football?
I think as I said, I'd normally be in bed now because I'm up early, but I've just wanted to see if this is actually real, you know, with the backtrack. And then the statement that the Perez, that Agnelli will come out, is so blasé as if, screw you, we're getting 350 fucking billion or something stupid, but we'll pump 100 billion into grassroots football. They'll pump no money into grassroots football for the simple reason they're doing this for themselves, for no one else. They do not give a shit about football. They just think about themselves. I feel sick. I feel sick. Football now has changed, and I hope now what UEFA have said earlier, or the Premier League have said, kick them out, get rid of them, let them play the one game a week. No one will give a shit. Everyone just boycott it. Everyone just say, nah, who wants to fucking watch it?
Fans need to boycott it.
Everyone needs to boycott this now. Fuck them.
It's a joke. It's like, as well, these big six clubs, right? Like, think they're sort of controlling the league. For me, it's like, how dare they go against the Premier League? How dare they? They're in their fucking league.
It's just a slap against like teams that are not the top six as well. It's so disrespectful to say, well, It's basically saying, well, you're shit at football. Like, you know, we're so much better than you. And you've only got that good because of money, right? So any team can become a top 6 with money and start winning things. You get players, you get managers, you get sponsors. Anyone else can do that, right? You know, we have come in, Leeds have come in, and we've hardly changed our team. We've hardly pumped that much money in. And, you know, we're absolutely fighting for it. These are the exciting games. Leeds beating Man City, Fulham beating Arsenal. They're not going to get that. That is what the exciting games are. After times, when you watch like Chelsea, Man United, it's a fucking boring game. Games come from when you have got the underdog or whatever, you know, and you're not even going to get that now.
Look, I think it's this now has just shown how narcissistic these certain clubs are or think they are to the little people. Is that how they look at us now? We're just the little ants there. Get out of us way. They're just stopping us from what we want to do. We want to make the billions and just leave you lot behind. And that's exactly what they are doing. You know, they're not understanding football. These owners don't understand football. And I pray and I hope and I pray that the actual players and the managers of these clubs now actually have a voice. You know, I know that they're under contract. They've got plenty of money. They could move on. But I hope that UEFA actually fulfill this threat. FIFA fulfill this threat. That you're going into a league that is not recognised.
They have to by law because it's on there.
Can I just finish?
Sorry.
You're going. They actually fulfill the threat of don't let them play for their countries. Don't let them play in any FIFA recognised competition. Just let them play the one game a week.
Yeah, exactly. Go on, Tash.
You've got the pandemic that's happened. Everyone, right? Football is their escapism. Everyone is dying to get back to the football, and now you've fucking done this. Like as if everything isn't like so up in the air with everyone at the minute. Like change is a really hard thing for people to accept, right? And every single person in the world, not just in England, in the whole world, has gone through a pandemic and are all over the place. Everyone's minds all over the place. Like, and for a hell of a lot of people, we're looking forward to going to that game, that first game back, that excitement. Like we were, as newly promoted teams, like dying to get back and play against these top teams. And now it's like, it's just another thing that's all up in the air. It's sad.
Do you know what's really fucking annoying me is looking at the chairman and the vice chairman of these new leagues and how they're ultimately, their clubs, right, that are going to be involved, they fucking run the league. They have monopoly. They run the league. There is no relegation. There is no promotion. It's just a massive cesspit of money. They're going to take all the best players. Unless FIFA come out and say, I mean, FIFA have said they can only express its disapproval to a closed. And guys, it's closed. Do you know what I mean? Even these fans that I've seen sort of supporting it, or not tin pot fans that don't go to games, obviously, but fans that are supporting it, right? Remember, this is closed, right? 15 teams in this league, 12 teams, whatever it is. I think there's 3 more to be announced. Who are them 3? You know, big.
It's only 20.
20,
so,
right? Well,
I said 15 that are there, no matter what, every year in, year out. These 15 founders or whatever they're going to be, they're there, and then 5 will be invited in on merit. On merit, These are, come on, you've done well this year, Johnny.
Yeah.
I'm back for you, Johnny. Come on, we'll let you join club.
Yeah, nah, exactly. And it's just, it's all fucking money. It's all a power play. It's fucking disgusting, man. Like, this is what I'm saying. People who think that might be a good thing. Can you imagine playing Barcelona every week? Like, it'd be fucking boring.
Well,
do you see what I'm saying? It would be boring. The Champions League is that we look forward to it. We're excited. Instead, you're going to be playing them every week. What?
Yeah. I wonder who the next 3 are going to be. They're saying 3 more to join.
Well, I mean, Joe, is from what we know as well, UEFA are meant to be making an announcement about Champions League, and they're going to review the format for the 23-24 season. How the hell? What are they going to be thinking now? What do we do here? What do we do? They've just The Champions League is bringing hundreds upon hundreds of millions of pounds into these clubs. Well, Man United haven't been in for a bit, but your Man Cities and that, they're in every year. How much more money do they want?
And let's think about this Super League, yeah? Arsenal, not even in the Champions League. Tottenham, not in the Champions League. Manchester United, not in the Champions League. Do you know what I mean? Liverpool, not in the Champions League as it stands right now in terms of in the tournament, yet they're going to create this monopoly and be classed as, the fucking elite clubs all the time, forever and ever. There'll never be another Leicester. There'll never be a West Ham who are currently sat in the top 4. There's never going to be these moments. It's gone.
What's the point then? Football's finished, isn't it? That's it. It's done. There's no. What's the point anymore?
Mm.
But how boring for those fans as well. Like, you can't get
motivated. I actually...
You can't get promoted. It's just, what is the point to this league?
Well, no, they're so arrogant and so blasé about things. They're saying, no, we're going to play in this, but we'll still be in the Premier League. That's where I hope now, this is where the authorities and the Premier League and FIFA and everyone have to really, really now knuckle down and say, nah, you make your bed, you're going to lie in it. That's it. You go.
Yeah.
They have to.
No, exactly. And this is what I'm saying, though. This is what it's about, and it's them bastards, and that's what they are.
Let's forget the rivalries now.
Yeah.
Obviously, this lad, this Jamie here, he's actually a fan of the club, one of the clubs that are just shitting on everyone. But, I can't see. You cannot tell me that fans of these clubs, of your Arsenal, your Cities and that, are going to be looking at this thinking, this is a good thing. I can't. If you are, then they are these armchair supporters of these clubs that do not understand what following a football team is. It's not just,
and this is the thing, like, if these are the clubs that they hope, the extra 3 that they're hoping, look, Germany, look, Germany are fucking, it's so well run, and I'd love it to not be. That's the way we should be going towards and looking towards to stand up. So I hope it isn't the fucking German clubs that join in with this fucking absolute farce that is. But like Gary Neville said, there should be instant sanctions.
Yeah.
Instant.
Yeah.
Points deductions.
Yeah.
Points deductions. That Carabao Cup final. Fuck off. Carabao Cup final, Manchester City v Tottenham. Fuck off.
I know everyone's saying, like, give them that, but then you feel sorry for the fans, and it's not. It's just the owners. This isn't the clubs. It's not the players. It's not even the manager. Even the managers are, like, shocked about this, saying, I'm going to resign and that. Like, you haven't even spoken to the manager. Like, that to me is just like, I don't give a shit what anyone thinks in this club. We're doing this. Like, it's just such a backstabbing thing to do. And just, like, I don't know, just...
I think we're all just in a bit of
I know people are saying, like, deduct points and that, but it's not. It's just the owner. And the owner won't give a shit if they got points deducted or whatever.
Honestly, it's fucking... It's a joke, man. It's a joke. It'd be interesting, like, tomorrow Leeds play Liverpool, and I know it's not the fans, and I know all this stuff, but for me, it's like... It takes on a whole new meaning, that game tomorrow now. I want to fucking hammer them.
I think it's going to be now. The talking point is not going to be the game. It's going to be about them. The shit on us. The shit on everyone. The shit on the rest of the other 14 teams that are in that Premier League that make it supposedly the most exciting league in the world.
So what happens to the Premier League? Does it just cut down to that many teams, or do you get more teams now promoted from the Championship?
No, hold on a minute. No decision's been made on that, is it? These teams are that arrogant that they think they're going to go and play in this league, make all these billions for themselves, and then still play in the National League. Now, this is what I say. This is where the Premier League, the governing bodies now have to make a stand. Or else these teams are thinking we can just run football. Because this is exactly what they think they are doing.
They are saying that it's legally written, saying that they cannot participate in anything other than this, and this. So they're going to have to.
It did. The Premier League, the contracts that teams have with the Premier League is they're only allowed to play in the Champions League, Europa Cup, Charity Shield, obviously there's competition, the Carabao Cup, and your own county FA organised tournaments. They're only competitions that the men's senior first team can play in. They're breaking the rules.
It's even sickening now. Like, we're getting tweets from fucking Tottenham, from Arsenal, from all these clubs saying, yeah, leading European football clubs announce new Super League competition. It's a fucking joke. And the worst thing is that these people with money, these people with power have used a pandemic to gain even more control, to gain even more power, to gain even more money. That's what this is. That's what this is. It's a fucking joke, man.
This world is just getting worse and worse every fucking
day. So a lot of people are saying, is this actually happening? They have confirmed it.
It's confirmed.
Yeah. Well, I'll show you. There is actually a website now. It is there, the Super League. It is there, guys. You can go view it. It is official. There is even a website. It's on Twitter right now. The new Super League has a website too. The best clubs, the best players every week. That's what it says. The Super League is a new European competition between 20 top clubs comprised of 15 founders and 5 annual qualifiers. There will be 2 groups of 10 clubs each, playing home and away fixtures within the group each year. By bringing together the best clubs and the best players in the world, the Super League will deliver excitement and drama never before seen in football. Fuck off, man. It's an absolute joke. There's group stages. 8 clubs qualify for a knockout tournament. But what kind of excitement is that? It's like, Manchester United play Barcelona, and guess what? In the next round, now we're in the group stage. Manchester United have got Barcelona. It becomes stale. It becomes boring. It goes fucking tits up, and they come back crying with the tail between the legs. Well, I tell you what, get down to the bottom of the football pyramid, mate. And I hope FIFA and I hope UEFA stand strong and say, guess what? You are not playing for your nations, and see how many players want to stick around. Because we'll soon weed out the fucking mercenaries from the actual proper fucking footballers who want to be in it, because ultimately you'll get some players that will be up for it. Yeah, give me all the money in the fucking world. I'd love to hear an actual footballer in today's football teams come out and speak about it, man.
Yeah. Guys, just if you are on Twitter, just, keep going with this hashtag, say no to Super League. We all need to just stick together. And there's not much you can say against over money, isn't it? Money always wins.
As we've seen tonight, I mean, the government have got involved. Boris made a statement. I think Keir Starmer, obviously the Labour leader, he's made a statement as well. You know, the higher, this is what I mean, that these owners think that they are just above everything. Because it is obviously, that is what they think.
I mean, they're being bold on here and saying on their website, midweek games will be played midweek and all clubs will remain in their domestic leagues.
That's what I said. That's how blasé they're being about it.
Who says you're fucking staying in the league?
Yeah.
No, they're not. This is where the Premier League now have to say, nah, mate.
No, you're not.
You're lying it.
But they have. Yeah. They have said that, so I don't get why. Have they not been watching?
I know.
Well, they just think because they're so powerful, they'll be thinking the Premier League can't function without a Man City, without a Liverpool, without an Arsenal, without a Chelsea.
Yeah, but they'll go and then there'll be new top 6. They'll go and then there will be a new top 6. So don't think you're fucking bigger than the league.
What they do, they think they're bigger than football, don't they? It's obvious that's exactly what they think.
But then there'll just be another top 6. So, yeah, they might go and it might be a bit shit. But eventually, you'll get your new top 6. But this is just...
I mean, it says solitary payments will grow in line with league revenues and are expected to be in excess of 10 billion during the course of the initial commitment period of the founders. So they'll be just getting cash. Yeah, there's 10 billion. These solitary payments will follow a new model with full transparency and regular public reporting. So, and it's starting at 10 billion. When it kicks off and the league revenue increases because they think it's going to go well, are they then going to get more and more money? Do you know what I mean? It's a fucking joke.
Do you know what? I actually think as well, then again, money talks. The Sky would be that bothered if they were getting the revenue in. But like some TV companies, for the sake of the game, Sky, to be fair, have made this game the monster it is today.
Yeah.
And they have. Are they going to look at this another opportunity and then put the Premier League off and say, this is what we want in our view?
Yeah, exactly.
Is there a deal in place? Is what we don't know, because where are they getting these figures from? I know obviously they're saying it's this JP Morgan, these Wall Street bankers, which actually a thing I've read tonight, Ed Woodward, the chief executive of Man United, actually used to work for JP Morgan as a banker.
Yeah, he's the one bankrolling it, isn't he? This yes. JP Morgan.
JP Morgan, the Wall Street bankers, they're the ones that are bankrolling it. Ed Woodward used to work for them. So it's all fucking connected, isn't it? Everything. They're wankers.
But the thing is, the fact that they've like promoted it as a money thing just says it all, doesn't it? Like, like promoted it as if to say, oh, this is creating this opportunity and this is going to be fun because of this. Like, they've not even like done it as they haven't made it about football at all. They haven't gone, oh, it's exciting because we get to play, you know, Barcelona or whatever. Like, I kind of think my head's not even straight. I can't remember what other teams are in it, but like, it's just, you know, they're not even promoting it in that way, like who they're going to be playing or like what the benefits of it in a footballing way is. It's just like they've promoted it as a money thing. Like, yeah, well, we're giving them this amount of money. Like, why are you bragging about that? Like, a football thing is like, you know, a passionate thing. It's in your heart.
It's crazy. Like, their press release here, like, it's saying this is all on their website. This is the thing. The fact that they've got this website, they've got this press release, you've got these fucking horrible bastard clubs, sorry to swear, coming out. Yeah, but again, and I mean this with the best will in the world, I get that comment. But if Leeds were up there, would it be the same? Owners are owners. You've got to remember this.
I don't know.
It's easy. It's easy to come out and say that now. It's easy. And I'm not, but they're money men that run football clubs.
Is like, I've never felt more trust in an owner than him.
This one man went to Myanmar. He went to Myanmar. Let's not forget this.
To be like, if you ever play shit again, this is where you're going. So but no,
they don't care. The people that care are the fans, man. Yeah. Where it runs in the fucking blood kind of vibe, you know.
I don't. This is what it is. I think these owners are not realising that football is nothing without fans. It's nothing. It's not even nothing.
But they're not thinking that because they're like, oh, the pandemic's happened. They've not had football fans in for like a whole year. We can do it without fans. That's how they're thinking.
You
are going to have these players that don't give a shit. That don't give a shit about fans. That don't
of course.
Want to be there for the money. So this is how they know they can get away with doing this. They're not. You're not having players now that are playing for the team.
It's like like the comment. The formation of the Super League comes at a time when the global pandemic has accelerated the instability in existing European football. So now, like, the pandemic has shown that a strategic vision and a sustainable commercial approach are required. What? By you, 15 clubs getting all the fucking money. Yeah. What about them in what about them in League 2, League 1?
Yeah,
clubs are going bust.
Supposedly, they've said that they will be pumping something like 100 billion or 10 billion into football grassroots worldwide, which is absolute bullshit.
Bullshit it is. Of course it is, mate. It's saying, so 20 participating clubs with 15 founding clubs and a qualifying mechanism for a further 5 teams to qualify annually based on achievements in the prior season. So remember, guys, these 15 founder members will never leave.
No.
Never leave. It will only be 5 that would be added additionally. Midweek fixtures. I mean, they're coming out and saying they're going to continue to be competing in their respective national leagues, but the national leagues are saying no. So how does that work?
It has to stick that now.
Yeah. It's saying an August start, so we could see it as early as August. Clubs participating in 2 groups of 10, playing home and away. Well, that'll just get fucking boring. Yeah, it might be for them that want to watch it. I won't watch it, but them that want to watch it, you know, it might be interesting for first season. Second season, you're playing the same fucking teams over and over. Where's that excitement gone? And I know you could argue, well, that's what we're doing with the Premier League. But what I'm saying is you look forward to the Champions League nights. You look forward to them big games. They're going to be gone. You know, playing home and away, top 3 in each group, automatically qualifying for the quarterfinals. Teams finishing 4th and 5th will then compete in a 2-leg playoff for the remaining. Like, it's going to be shit, man. It's going to be shit.
It's NBA. Fucking basketball or something now.
Yeah. It's saying as soon as participating after the start of the men's competition, a corresponding women's league will also be launched, helping to advance and develop the women's game more, like making themselves look like they're doing that. It's a load of shit. This happens, I'm done. Playing that top six is what makes the league. It's why we spent 16 years getting back here, to become elite, not to be separated. Exactly. And that's part of the reason. That's part of the reason, guys. There's a fear. There's a fear that teams will break in. Look at Leicester now. Leicester are in there. Leicester, for me, are more of a top six club than fucking Arsenal.
Yeah. I think Gary Neville, he sort of went on that line tonight. You know, he's saying your Arsenals and that. You know, there's other teams out there who are just, you class them as a bigger club now because they're better run, they play better football, they're doing better, and he's probably aiming at someone like a Leicester. Maybe even talking about us a little bit, how we've just gone in there, grabbed it by the scruff of neck and had a go. Some of these, Arsenal, they've got a 1-1 draw tonight with a fucking 97th minute equaliser against Fulham, who are fighting relegation, and yet they're going into this fucking Super League. Am I missing something here?
They've even created a fucking Twitter account. The Super League. Honestly, Super League website, the lot. It's all happening. They're not fucking about. Yeah, what happens with the transfer window? There's so many different fucking permutations to this. Yeah. Oh, man.
It is the stance now has to be, we are going to be bullied by you. That's what the authorities and the Premier League, FIFA, UEFA, they have to now really take a stand. It's up to them now to stop this.
I
mean, if they can't stop it, they can't stop it. But they have to now set some rules in place saying, nah, you'll make your bed, you fucking lie in it, and that's it. That's it.
We've got here, like, someone's made a good point on Twitter, something magnificently cowardly about Man United and Man City not even tweeting about one of the biggest announcements in the club's history. Right. They know it's a PR disaster from the start. So the fact that Man United and Man City haven't even got the balls to tweet out about it, like, of course Tottenham and Arsenal are, because they're not even fucking big clubs anymore. Well, Tottenham never were, but they're giving it the big leagues, you know? Oh, we're part of this elite club. We're part of this elite club. It's a load of bullshit, man. It's an absolute joke. We need something from the Premier League. We need something, you know. Mate, I'm all for cancelling our game tomorrow. Cancel it and say, no, Liverpool, that's it. 3 points to Leeds. 3 points to Leeds.
Take them out now.
Yeah, gone. It's a joke, man. Keep getting your comments in, guys. We've got a Liverpool fan lot says he hopes we win the game. You know what I mean? That's what it's about.
I do. I mean, as I say, if you were a fan now of Liverpool, an Arsenal fan, a Man United fan, a Man City, a natural proper fan, there's no way in this world you could be happy about this announcement. You'd just be thinking, well, what? You know, people are going to hate us even more now. Do you know what I mean? And not the fans. The fans need to stick together now against this because it's just a joke.
Yeah.
It is, man. It is. It's a fucking joke, man. You're right. Honestly,
I just feel like sorry for the fans of these clubs as well, that like they really don't want to be in it. Like if that happened and came out and said that they're one of them, I'd be like, what would I do? Because I wouldn't want to support them, but I wouldn't want to support anyone else because they're the love of my life. You know, you breathe it. You breathe that club. Do you know what I mean? And it's just what do they do? Like.
It says the founding clubs of the Super League have all left the European Club Association tonight. They have all left the European Club Association tonight, guys. They've gone. What does that mean? Does that mean no PSG City now? Does that mean no Chelsea? Chelsea, Real Madrid? PSG are in. Does that mean we make PSG champions of, the Champions League unless they announce it tomorrow?
Sorry, I've just gone to turn. What's that?
So, I've just been sent a tweet there that Eduardo Hain, I'm not sure who the guy is, but officially all the Big Six clubs have left the EC. Just 1 second. The European Club Association tonight. They've left it. So what does that mean then for what I don't understand? What does that mean for the Champions League now?
Well, that's what I say. City in semi-final.
Yeah. There's only PSG who haven't signed up yet. So do we just make them champions? You've got Europa League, Arsenal and Man United both in a semi-final each.
I mean, I'm seeing it. We've got the super chat there. If you want to read it.
Yeah, this is a joke. These Premier League clubs should be expelled.
Absolutely, 100%. We're 100% with that. But from what I've been led to believe tonight is that Bayern have not agreed to join it. Now, there's nothing actually putting up here that Bayern now have signed up for it. So, I don't know.
So can you can't really kick, can you kick an owner out?
You can't, they own the club, don't they?
Yeah. Just fucking...
I mean, that's a great shout. The Super League's logo is a circle with a line across it, and someone's saying it basically looks like a fucking no entry sign. Yeah. And that's what it's about. That's what it's about. And I hate to be triggered, but these are the sort of folk that are all wrong with the game. This guy's like this, you know, Manchester United fan, never been to a game in his life, don't even know where fucking Manchester is. These are the problems, brother. You're the problem, because you're the person that'll sit and watch this tripe. Do you know what I mean? So it's for the real fucking football fan. Football is dead tonight, folks. If this goes on, football is dead.
That's what I mean. That people aren't realising the repercussions of this. It is, I think, TV rights, everything, the whole, what we know, the biggest change we've seen in football in 1992 when the Premier League started.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when the real money come into football. And it's got worse and worse and worse. And these clubs have been getting more money and more money and more money and more money every single year. And now they want more and more and more.
Well, apparently a massive crowd outside Anfield.
Carrying on.
Really?
I really hope so.
I hope so as well.
And the thing is, I've lived there, right, literally outside. And it's, that will be going off. That would be nice.
Honestly,
Where have you
this is it. This is it, man. Netflix style subscription. That's what it'll be like. That'll be the next thing. You'll be paying fucking through the nose to watch the shit as though we don't already.
This will probably be like 300, 400 quid.
and it'll all be corporate. It'll all be like Wembley is at times. Do you know what I mean? It's a joke. We need to see.
As a Leeds fan, I even don't want us to get a bigger ground or anything like that. I don't want to go into like Tottenham and Arsenal and that, because you lose that atmosphere and that identity. And like you say, that even in itself is going really Americanized. And and now this, wow. Yeah. It's not even just football, it's a lot with Britain trying to be too Americanized, and this just I feel sick. I really do feel sick.
And this is what it is. It's like the World Series. It's like the fucking World Series. That's what it's like. You're just bringing all the best teams to one place every season. What are they going to do next? Drafts. You're going to give fucking drafts, no transfers, just drafts within that fucking league.
They're going to have
all the young players get drafts. It'll be crazy.
They're going to have concerts at fucking half time and all that bollocks.
Yeah. It's so frustrating, man. So frustrating.
Anfield is going mad. Is this on Twitter or where are people seeing this? I want to.
Maybe on Sky Sports News. I don't know.
Let's have a look. Yeah, let us know where you're finding all this.
Liverpool, man. Honestly, you'll never walk alone this year.
That's what I said.
This comment though is just like I said before. Yeah, it's all right to say punish the club and everything, but these
it's the fans, isn't it?
It's the fans and everything. They don't deserve this. They're not the ones who made the decision to leave.
Do you actually think I can guarantee, and I know now, 99.9% of every fan of all these clubs who've signed up for this will not be happy about it. They won't. Yeah. They will not want this. They want to be in the Premier League. They want to be in the English Football League. They've known all their lives, playing against Leeds, playing against Leicester. They don't want to be fucking playing. The whole point of playing a Barcelona and a Real Madrid and an Atletico Madrid is that you qualify through doing well in the league the year before. And then you have the privilege of playing them teams in a knockout game or in a group game or whatever. That's the privilege, not to play them every week.
That's what I'm saying.
Fucking mad.
To fucking you bang on the money, Jack. Like it goes, man. Like that excitement goes.
No, there is none.
Also, apparently Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund were both invited to join and both refused.
Right,
Yeah.
That's what it's fucking about. That's what it's about. Do you know what I mean? I think that's what I'm seeing anyway. They're trending on Twitter. Yeah. Hats off to Bayern and Dortmund for saying no. And again, this comes back to the German, the Bundesliga ownership model. 51% of their clubs are owned by fans.
Yeah.
By fans, not fucking money grabbing American owners that have no affinity for this football club, for these football clubs.
Hey,
do you know?
We need to get rid of 49ers now then. Fuck that. Get them out.
Yeah. Yeah, so apparently PSG, Borussia Dortmund and Bayern have all declined.
It says it's on the BBC Sport website. Genuine United fan here, saddened and disgusted. We all are, mate.
We all are.
I never ever thought I'd say I feel sorry for a Man United fan.
No, but this is the thing. Even like
forget the rivalries. Forget it.
Yeah.
Forget the rivalries now. This is like trying to put a nail in the coffin of a game that was invented in this country 120, 130, whatever many years ago, that is now being just completely and utterly destroyed by greed.
It's a joke, man. It's an absolute joke. I don't know I'm hoping that we're going to see some sort of fucking statement from the Premier League tonight to say, look, game over. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We need something because it's.
God, I think what it is now, God, the legal battles now that are going to start are going to be.
Yeah.
They're going to be astronomical, aren't they? I mean, I've been watching Sky Sports News all night. I've been waiting for this statement. They were actually a leading sports lawyer speaking, and he sort of were going the way of that. It can't happen. There's just too much. There's too much legal shit involved in what they're trying to do here, and how much and contracts they are breaking.
This is coming out on Madrid Zone now and says the teams can be kicked out of the UEFA Champions League and UEFA Europa League with immediate effect. If that happens, PSG will be crowned champions or the season will be called void and the UEFA Europa League will be between Villarreal and Roma. So they and that, thank you.
I'll take it off. It won't show you. It might be thingy.
It froze.
Yeah, you're gone, Jeff.
Yeah, you just gone and froze a bit. Take off.
Yeah, you're there. I know, you're gone. Yeah, it's just. Oh, we can hear you, sort of. It's gone. Yeah.
But even, we can carry on here now until Joe comes back, but I don't know. I don't think it'd be an instant. I think I've seen a couple of comments there saying, will game be cancelled tomorrow night? I don't think it'd happen that quick. I can't see it.
I don't know, because they've already, thingied with Europe, haven't they?
I don't know. I'm still a bit sort of, my head's all over the place with it. I'm not 100% on what's going on myself at the minute. I just know that obviously it is happening. I don't know how the Premier League or whatever governing body and ruling body, what their decisions are going to be now on this.
Am I here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're here now, yeah.
Good. Someone's put the European Super League after Joe already.
Put that one up there. That's this is me now. This is actually going to be me tonight now.
Yeah.
I feel like my life has been turned upside down. Just everything you've known all your life and what you've loved has just totally, completely and utterly turned.
It's coming out apparently UEFA tomorrow will hold an emergency meeting to punish all clubs involved.
Good. Brilliant. Brilliant.
UEFA could ban every player and club involved in the Europa Super League from all European or international competitions. Thank you for everyone tagging us in stuff on Twitter and stuff so that we can see this. But yeah, it's crazy, man. Crazy. What does it mean?
I feel like it's Sky Sports and transfer deadline day. This, you know, it's like, come on, there's more news coming in.
We do. We definitely need a statement from the FA or Premier League. Something tonight to say, look, we will not stand for this. Because I think, like you said, Jack, the real fucking issue for me is the fact that they're saying they will still compete in their leagues. Who says? Do you know what I mean?
So arrogant. Just arrogant.
Yeah, it's insane.
This is what I was talking about earlier. Like, everyone has just been so upside down with all pandemic and everything like that. And like I say, I suffer with anxiety as well. When it's like Leeds and football is my escapism, and like this is just thrown everything up in the air because, you know, everything's what if, what is that, what's going to happen now, and what this, and like I really, really feel for the fans, that are at these clubs, because they're just not going to know what's happening now. And can you imagine just being forced into something that you don't want to happen?
Yeah, it's I just don't know. Where does it go? Like, fucking, if I weren't already bald, I'd have lost my hair tonight anyway, I put it that way. But where does it go from now? Like, what happens tomorrow?
I fucking hell, I don't know, mate. I just don't know, do you? Look, they've got to stand their ground now. They have to. If they do not stand their ground now on what they've been saying, and to be fair,
this is big. This is big. Sorry, Jack, just to cut you off. The Madrid Zone tweeted out the players who participate in the Super League won't be allowed to play in the World Cup in 2022. So there you go. That's coming out already saying, boom, you play in that league, you ain't playing in the World Cup. So let's see what the players have to say about this now. Let's see what the players... I know they're owned by their football clubs, but there'll be some, surely.
This is what I said when the reaction video myself and Tash did earlier. That was the first thing I saw abroad. But they're all multi-millionaires anyway in their own rights. They don't need the money. So for them, the pinnacle of your career is to play for your country in a World Cup. And if you've never done or whatever, but even if you had before, I'm sure that's the pinnacle in it. And to have that chance to try and lift that trophy, there's not a bigger trophy in football. Now, because your club's made a decision, and it does seem that these players probably, will they have known about it? They might have had some sort of inkling that something was going on in the background. But I can't, for the life of me, and especially when you've seen some of these ex-pros tonight commentating on it, that they would be happy. They wouldn't. I can't see it.
I wonder if, like, the players or Klopp will actually boycott tomorrow's game. What if they did?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't know, do we? It's going to be interesting to see.
Like Liverpool have quit the European Club Association, effectively no longer part of the FIFA or UEFA. So does the game go ahead tomorrow or not?
Fuck knows. This is what
UEFA
is Champions League, isn't it? But isn't it easy for Liverpool to say that after they were fucking beat by Real Madrid? Why are Manchester United and Man City not coming out and saying anything currently? Do you know what I mean? Where are they? Have they tweeted out from their official clubs yet?
That's what I mean. You look at it out this now, right? You're a Man City fan. This year, if they're ever going to win that Champions League, this is the year. This is the year that they could win it, right? They've never won the big one. So, as a Man City fan, over greed and pride of winning the biggest club tournament in Europe, would you be happy to think that's it? We've just blown that. We're in the semi-final, and after all these years and all the money they've pumped in, and fucking hell, it's gone back to money again. Because
this is the thing, right? So Sky Sports have just tweeted out, Jack, founding clubs will receive an amount of 3.5 billion each just for signing up.
Yeah.
Manchester United, City, as if they don't already have enough money, as if they already aren't taking enough money out of the game. Yeah. Them American owners at Manchester United, for example. And do you know what? I dislike Man United, but I stand with it. They're pilfering that football club. And now they're going to give them an extra 3.5 million. 3.5 million. A billion, sorry, each, just for joining up. Tottenham, Arsenal. It's an absolute... Do you know, Chelsea, Man City, 10, 15 years ago, they weren't even there. They got lucky.
Okay, now I think is this confirmed?
Yeah.
Champions League's cancelled now.
I'm just reading all the stuff that's coming through. We've had so many come through. Breaking all Champions League and Europa League games have been cancelled temporarily. That's from the BBC. Wow, it's all going off, it looks like. Just look at this, though, as well. This is the thing, about the Super League. Just to put it into perspective. AC Milan, no league title since 2011. Inter Milan, no league title since 2010. Juventus, currently 4th in Serie A. Atletico Madrid, no league title since 2014. Arsenal, no league title since 2004. Chelsea, 5th in the Premier League. Man United, no league title since 2013. And then Spurs have never done fuck all. And these are supposed to be the elite that are taking the game away from us, giving the opportunity for Leeds to break into Europe, for West Ham to break into the Champions League, for Leicester to win the league. This is what it's about. It's an absolute joke. Jason Burt on Twitter told all 6 Premier League clubs have quit the European Club Association along with the 6 other founding fathers of the Super League. So that's your semi-finals of Real Madrid, Chelsea, Man City, PSG. They're all gone. They're gone. They've left. So there's no now Champions League. They're fucking ruining the game. They're ripping the carpet from out under our feet. I was looking forward to Manchester City PSG. What a semi-final that'll be. That's not going to happen now because Manchester City want to go create their own fucking league. And this isn't aimed at their fans. Jeff Stelling said something perfect. He said, even if this falls flat on its face, do not ever forgive them owners for what they have tried to do today. What they have tried to do. And what they are trying to do to football and to your football club. If you're a Man United fan, an Arsenal fan, what they're trying to do, they're taking the game away from you.
I think as well, the people that are like are okay with this are American fans.
Yeah,
not English fans. This is huge for England. This is, it's English football. You can't come in and tell us, oh yeah, be all right with it. Do you know what I mean? You're not. You're not.
Do you know? He wants to, do you know if I were a supporter of these clubs now? I remember a few years back where they chased Chelino out at West End car park. They were doing fucking the same thing. Them owners now, you just say you're a fan of these clubs now.
Jack, this is another reason again. Everyone using the pandemic to get a grip of football and using the fact that there's no money, using this as and guess what? No fans. Can you imagine that game tomorrow, or if it was at Anfield, there would be protests because this isn't just about because the fans don't want this. No. There'd be Liverpool fans, and he said it was at Anfield, and Leeds fans stood with them outside that ground protesting.
I think that is exactly what had happened. I think the fans would all stand together and say no.
Yeah. And it's like they just not cared about history either. Like history is just not. It's gone now.
I hope these rumours about Klopp saying he will resign are true.
I don't.
I hope they're true. If he just says, I'm off.
You can rip my contract up. I don't want no compensation. I don't want nothing. I don't care. You're killing the game. You're killing the game. That's it. You do not understand. You owners do not understand this game. What it means. It is, I think, the game. It's that's true. But I think we were looking, there was a stat there on Twitter, and it were going through how much money that these clubs are actually in debt. And they're all massively in debt. So
Can you imagine what's going on at UEFA now as Liverpool are just sending a telegram? Well, it's not telegrams, emails. Fucking hell, where do I think I am? Fucking telegram. Sending carrier pigeons.
Fucking hell on.
But what's the UEFA Champions League thinking as these things are coming into saying we've left?
Just make, but what about? Hold on a minute, though. What about? Say you like to your broadcasters, your Skies, and that. Now they've pumped millions upon millions.
BT of Champions League.
What are they gonna be thinking now? Hold on, are they gonna sue these teams?
Or are they gonna say we're gonna broadcast it? I hope
That's
they don't.
That's the thing. Let's not forget. This is what I was saying about the Rads thing, and people can have their own opinion and all that sort of stuff. But the broadcast, listen, if the European Super League go, there's the package. They will snap it up.
Sky have been so biased towards not it going ahead because they've literally recorded it all day about being negative against it. So we hope not. Hopefully they don't do that.
So many comments coming in. Keep your comments coming in. Thank you very much, everyone that is watching tonight. Keep tagging me and stuff on Twitter and that if it comes up as well. Sorry if you've already put these super chats up. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
So it says, UEFA say every club and player participating in the Super League will be banned from all UEFA and FIFA competitions. UEFA will sue every club participating for 50 to 60 billion. So there's going to be lawsuits and everything, man.
I think that the contracts that are getting broken here from broadcasting, Premier League, everything, I think, they might be thinking, right, look, we know we're going to get his asses sued off here. You need to give us 3.5 billion each or whatever it is because we're going to have to cover those fucking legal fees. And you know the thing is, I think they're just so stupid, these owners. They've got their own sense of self-worth that they don't even realise that this will end up being a disaster. Anyway, it will be a disaster.
It'd be boring, bro.
Boring, exactly.
So this weekend, just to put it into perspective again, this weekend, 9 of the Super League's 12 founding members had fixtures against clubs deemed too small for them. Only 4 of them won. Do you know what I mean? This is what I'm saying. They're not even the fucking biggest teams in their league. It's all about money. That shows you all you need to know. Yeah, Champions League, Europa League have been cancelled temporarily. There's no turning back anymore. Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, and the other teams in Super League will never play in the Champions League and UEFA Europa League again. Again, even if this is a power play for more money or anything from UEFA, they should just fucking ban them. I can't believe this has happened it's horrible.
It's like Jack was saying, though, how blasé they've been about it. It doesn't matter.
We'll still be playing in your leagues.
Yeah.
We're going to come with an agreement with UEFA and FIFA. I hope they do not even entertain even speaking on. I hope that Perez and fucking Agnelli, or whoever, and Glazers or whatever, I hope just say, do not even darken our doors with yourselves. Just don't even come near us. It's game over. Hear from us lawyers.
This is the thing. Barcelona are 1 billion in debt and facing one of the biggest financial crises in the history.
There you go. That's actually true. I've heard.
And the thing is, with Messi, he's not going to be there much longer. He's not going to be bringing up tourists and obviously they'll still be massive and have that tourism and that, but they're going to look for other ways, aren't they?
Yeah.
They say 3.5 billion just for participating in the Super League. They're going to take it, aren't they, if they're 1 billion in debt?
Another tweet here again. You don't know if this is true, where it says, looking likely that Klopp will leave the club if Liverpool joins the European Super League. Many players with him.
Good. That's the only way that you talk, isn't it? That's how you talk now, and then just say no, enough's enough.
Turns out Bayern Munich have given their yes, apparently. Leipzig could follow. FC Porto could be a surprise inclusion.
Oh, well, it's going to be good then, isn't it? Fucking hell, man.
Looking likely that Klopp.
Milner returns to Leeds.
I'd love to know Liverpool fans' thoughts on this. Let's see. Oh God.
If there are any fans here that want to just join the stream for a little bit and let us know your thoughts, then
yeah
let us know.
Fans of any team, because I think it's not so much this. It's fair enough they're pulling out, but this is affecting everyone. Yeah. This affects it affects the integrity of the competition, doesn't it? It's
I do think, I think tomorrow's going to be cancelled, or
I think the game. I actually do think the game could be postponed. I don't know. Well, not postponed, cancelled. Actually, just cancelled outright, because I think the Premier League may just, if they've pulled out of UEFA now, these teams, and UEFA competitions, then
what does it say the repercussions are?
Well, they've not. They're breaking the rules, aren't they? The Premier League have actually put out this Rule 19, and they've said the senior first team, the only competition they can play in, and they named every single one. And obviously this thing is not one of them. So when they sign and they get given the rights to play in the Premier League, they will sign a contract.
Oh my God.
I think it's like you say that just put that. Where is it? I think this is what. Where's it gone?
I mean, Madrid Zone are getting all this information right now. I don't know what truth is in it, but it says 3 more teams will be promoted in La Liga and Serie A next season. 6 more teams will be promoted in the Premier League.
I mean, it is. This look. This is how I feel now. What this poster's commented here, it's killing me. My biggest passion. I'm just going to fall out of love with it now. I am. That's how I feel now. I'm absolutely distraught.
Just kick them out, innit?
Yeah,
just kick them out. Fuck it. Let them go. Let them go. Take your money. Take your fucking divvy owners, yeah, and fuck off.
Where is it? I can't find.
This is worrying though. Like, how much has this been going on behind the scenes?
Yeah.
The fact that all the.
And that's the thing. How long has it been going on? And
he's done it again. He's done some. I needed a bit of a laugh.
God, it's madness, this.
Like you say, how long has it been going on for? And you just feel even more backstabbed. Like, say if, like Klopp saying that he's going to leave, like, he'll feel so backstabbed. Like, how long have they been talking about this? And I have not even known about it. We've gone into multiple meetings and this has never, ever been brought up. And now suddenly you're doing this.
And I think, I don't know, obviously,
I know people's jobs.
I know, Joy, I know you've been doing bits all night, like, but even Alex Ferguson's come out with a statement tonight about it. And I think he wanted to distance himself. I'm not involved in any decision making on this sort of level. That you try to say, look, whoa. He was saying, like, when Aberdeen, and he won the European Trophy with Aberdeen, a little team from up in Scotland. That's what the romance of these European competitions is about. That chance, to try and have a go against these big teams. Fuck.
I've got Corey coming on. Corey, who's a West Ham fan, just to get his thoughts on it. Obviously, this affects him. Like, yes.
I'm gonna get a drink.
Yeah, get me. Jack.
Yeah.
Jack.
What? Fucking.
It's it really is a joke.
The Australian away trip. Oh dear.
Open it up for Dons. Good idea. Open it up for Dons, says Ben Timpson.
Right, let me put it up for
Don level members. If you want to come in and give us your thoughts, then like I say, Tashi's going to put the link up now.
The road is full of inspiration.
I'll tell you something. It's fucking hell. It's 20-1 in mine. There's 658 on. I don't think anyone else can sleep, can they?
We're just getting all the clubs in the Super League will split 3.5 billion for infrastructure and investment plans. Italian, Spanish, and English federations are seriously considering to cancel the leagues for this season or not award the trophy if the teams involved in the Super League win. Don't be fucking cancelling the season, man. As soon as Leeds get back in the top flight, man. Oh my God. So Fabrizio Romano, who's always bang on the money, he breaks everything, has said there's nothing stated, official or confirmed yet about next Champions League and Europa League matches. They are temporarily suspended. No press release, nothing decided yet. UEFA meeting in the next hours will clarify this point.
We have a new member.
Big shout out, Josh.
Thank you.
Don Level members, remember you will be able to come and join us.
I have put the link up now, so if you want to join us live.
Rob Harris has just tweeted out to say UEFA has not suspended the Champions League and Europa League, even though Fabrizio said there had. So obviously there's some dispute between the journos. It's all going off. It's all going off. I mean, what this does mean is that Patrick Bamford might possibly lead England in the Euros.
And look at right back.
Luke at right back. Jack Harrison left wing. Calvin Phillips in midfield. We're getting Europe. We'll be in Champions League next season. It's mad.
I know. Thank you. That one there. Yeah, this is me. I'm up at 6. I don't think I'll sleep though now.
No.
Yeah.
Honestly, fuming. Yeah, focus on Leeds, says Dallas in midfield. Leeds is Dallas.
Oh, Cookridge born Dallas, yeah?
Yeah. Honestly, it's just fucking insanity.
I think I've just seen a comment there somewhere. I don't know, it probably won't, but you can imagine like now what like Bielsa be thinking. You know, we're hoping he's going to sign another 2-year deal. I mean, will that affect him? Will he be thinking?
He said a lot of Leeds fans are tweeting out one of his quotes. Actually, Claudio's just sent it me. It says one of the reasons football is the most popular sport in the world is because the weak can beat the powerful.
Yeah. Well, that's what I said. The most exciting games are like when we beat Man City, when beat Arsenal. You're like, oh my God, like, you know, it's just, you're not going to get that.
That's
really
the beauty of football, isn't it?
The underdog. Everyone roots for the underdog.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I say, we've seen it now for a lot of years how undervalued the FA Cup is now. How much so-called Big Six just undervalue it. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's the greatest cup competition in the world because anyone can enter it from a certain level, from step 7, step 7, step 6 in the pyramid. You know, it's the greatest competition in the world, and you get these great games. I mean, obviously, we've been on fucking beatings from some of these lower league teams over years and that, but you know, it's just
Put the camera.
You all right, Freddie? We can't see you, bro.
Yeah, I've just got out of the shower, mate.
Right, go on, give us your thoughts, brother. You can turn your video off, you know. Wait there, watch.
Oh yeah.
You turn your camera off. There you go, brother. Go on, mate.
You don't want to see me naked, mate.
No. Go on, mate.
Your thoughts, then?
I'm gutted, to be honest. I just think it's going to ruin football. I'm a Leeds fan. I'm 16. Well, I'm just turning 16 tomorrow, and I just the night before my birthday just been ruined. Really, I'm just gutted. Really, it's just such you know, my favorite, my passion. Yeah, just as a fan, you just dream of being able to play against the big clubs. Playing against Ronaldo, you can't do that anymore. It's just gutting, really. Really gutting.
Yeah, we feel you.
Obviously, we've been out of the top flight as well for 16 years, mate. Your life, Freddie, for all your life, bro. And then to come back and for this to happen, mate. You know, like I know we hate like Manchester United and stuff, but it's a game you look forward to as a fan, right? And that next season, that might not even be a thing.
Yeah, well, I'm just gutted, really, and I see the comments. Oh, there we go. But some nice happy birthdays on there.
So it's your birthday today now?
Yeah, it is technically.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you. But yeah, I might have to come off quite soon because I don't. My parents are asleep, and I don't want to think I'm
No worries, bro.
But-
We'll see you tomorrow anyway, Freddie, for the post match, mate. If you're gonna come on there, if there even is a game.
Yeah. I think there will be, but you know, we'll see.
Maybe they'll be managerless. That'll be good, won't it?
Yeah.
Maybe they'll have to play the youth team because all. Right.
All right, guys. I'm going to come off now, but
Happy birthday!
Thank you, Freddie. Happy birthday, mate. Speak tomorrow, pal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bye.
Like, that was so funny. Just seeing a hairline.
You're reminding me of when you went Instagram Live.
I was quite envious. I was like, oh, he's got a hairline.
Reminded me when you went on Instagram.
Yeah. So, as I said it, Tasha went, oh no, I'm having flashbacks.
I've still got it somewhere, and it still makes me laugh.
No.
I screen recorded
And then there
it.
was the other clip about the gun, weren't there? Do you remember that? You got the gun. Something like that. Yeah, Casilla in goal for Spain. Brilliant.
Exactly, it's that pyramid.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean,
it's good to see an American side of this because obviously we're thinking this is all Americanized and thinking that, you know, American sport is very much on like more. It's all money based, isn't it? And like
you don't have relegation, do you? You're in there, whatever, all time. You know, wherever you are, you can't go up or down. But I feel watching. I seen a clip earlier, and it was actually Rio Ferdinand, and he were trying to get his head round. He said, "So this league, then there's no relegation."
Yeah.
Like Jay Humphries went, "No." So he went, "Well, when you look at football, the relegation battle is as exciting as the battle of who's going to win the title and who's going to get promoted. And, you know, you're so excited about it. You know, it goes to the last day sometimes. Yeah. And look at that a couple of years back there. Who were it? Watford and who were Watford playing? And they had a penalty saved and went and Troy Deeney scored and it kept them up, didn't it? Or something like that a few years back.
Yeah.
Remember, and it's like things like that.
It's just that hope as well, isn't it? Like how going back to when we got promoted, even the year before when we didn't get promoted, we were like first and second, up and down, all through the season. Then right at the end, we were third, and then lost in the playoffs, right? And which was hilarious to a lot of other clubs, not to us, but it's all that you know. We go again and you know when having that promotion, like them promotion celebrations and everything and going absolutely mental, you know, it takes all the fun out of it, things like that. And like you say, relegation, and when someone's in relegation place and they're playing a top team and they're, you know, battering them or whatever, and it's hilarious. Like
but we've just laughed at them Muppets down M1 getting relegated and now they're probably going to stay up, so that's
that'll be our biggest game now. That'll be our biggest game.
Yeah,
Sheffield United Leeds. That'll be our biggest game, bro. Not Man United anymore. Oh man, it's just terrible, isn't it? And like, can you imagine the atmospheres in that? It'll just be full of Mickey Mouse, like Mickey Mouse fans, people on tour. Oh man. So poor.
People that are just coming in or whatever. Joe, do you want to summarise what's happened?
I'll summarise it. What you've got is you've got 6 teams that are run by complete and utter wankers, just want to leave us and get on us all.
Tomorrow, don't swear.
Right. That's the top and bottom of it. We've been shit on.
Basically, they're making this European Super League. They're getting a load of money for it. We don't think they're going to be in the Premier League anymore because they're going to probably kick them out. And they're just in a league where they can't get promoted, they can't get relegated, and it's just the top 6 playing against each other as well as 6 other teams. In like Barcelona and all these that are on the ticker have joined, and it's just going to be them playing against each other.
Yeah.
When you feel like that, isn't
in
it?
other words, it's the farce
just
to make money. And be greedy.
Each team is going to get 3.5 billion for joining it. So, yeah.
But
to build infrastructure and that, man, and fucking hell, man, they'll just have everything.
Do you know, when you look at it this way, though, if and UEFA and FIFA do stand their ground and say that these players, you can't play in World Cups, you can't play in these tournaments, you can't play if you represent your country. How are they going to attract the players? How are they going to attract the players? Surely they've got these players like, nah, I'll go play in Bundesliga, I'll go still play in the Premier League.
Yeah. And I'll go and play for my country, and I'll go and play in these tournaments, not just in this one league nowhere.
I think these are the facts, Jacob. We're giving you as breaking news, man.
I do. It would be nice now for actually, you know, a current player to actually come out and say something. Whether contractually, because generally they never really ever say, "Oh, but let's just have someone with a bit of balls and say, look, this is bullshit, this." And that, you know, because I'm sure that they are thinking it. Like I said, we've looked at the ex-players. You've seen Gary Neville tonight, and I mean, he was so animated, but you could tell it was so genuine what he was saying. He was speaking from the heart.
Hey, Ben, talk to us, man.
Well, has anyone got Phil A's number? Because we need to wake him up.
Get him on. You're best pals with him.
Yeah.
So it tells me Phil will be sat up watching Sky Sports News, and he'll be like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
Because until Phil says it, then it's all. You
don't believe it.
All the other clubs have confirmed it, but no, Phil Hayden confirmed it's not true.
Oh, I'm like you. I mean, I'm 42 and I've been a Leeds fan, you know, since I can remember, and this just stinks to high heaven of just, like you say, the words power grab is just, you know, I know you've said it 100 times, but it's frightening, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is, mate. It is, but it's just, it's crazy, mate. It's crazy. I just, like, I'm hopeful that fans boycott.
Yeah.
Boycott.
It's not even going to make a difference really now, because what can they boycott at the minute? No fans are in the ground, but I hope that, you know, players
protest.
Protest. And apparently they're all down at Anfield now. So
as Jack said, though, I do hope that the powers that be don't bend over, but the worry is that they might.
Yeah. And say, okay, we'll let you have you just so you stay in our leagues, kind of thing. Go on, you have your big 6, but then what happens to the Champions League? What happens to the Europa League?
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
Well, that's the point I just said there. You know, they're playing this league midweek, so they'll play Barcelona on Tuesday and then maybe play them on a Wednesday in a different competition. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, and again, it just plays into the hands of the clubs that have got the squads to be able to do that.
Yeah. And the thing is, these owners, the fact that they've not even told the players or the managers, they could ruin their career without even telling them. Like, if they get banned from playing in England, you've just ruined that person's career, and they didn't even know that they were signed up to this.
Yeah, of course you didn't. Yeah, there's so much that hasn't sunk in yet that you haven't even thought of all these scenarios, isn't there?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, they're an employee. No matter what, are they? They're an employee to get paid, and that's how they'll look at it. They're an employee like you are at your job,
exactly,
like I am. And
these owners are making these decisions, not really realizing the consequences to the fans and the players and the managers. They could ruin their lives, you know, and they're just doing it so blasé. Yeah, well, we're making loads of money out of it. Well, what about them players?
Yeah.
And them managers, and you know, like you say, all the fans that are like absolutely dying to get back in that ground. And
see, Tottenham, like Chelsea supporters club, Tottenham supporters club, they're all coming out saying no to breakaway. Do you know what I mean? They've not even consulted the supporters. Do you know what I mean? Their supporters clubs are saying no.
Yeah.
The people in the team, the people that are actually playing, they've not even told them. They're the ones who are going to be playing, and you've not even told them. You've not even consulted them or asked them or anything. What do you feel about this?
It's wild. And to see fans, you know, Liverpool, arguably, you know, they're known as being as passionate as Leeds fans. You know, if there's any other club, you'd say probably, you know, Liverpool. And to see them in the chat coming on and saying, yeah, Leeds, I hope you beat us. I mean, when can you imagine ever being a Leeds fan going, oh, I hope you beat us? You'd never say it.
No. You'd just be so upset. I can't even imagine. If that was Leeds, I'd actually be crying my eyes out. I would be like, what happens now? Where do we go?
I think if I mean, and I'm glad that we are not, which I know we probably wouldn't be, but if we were actually in this scenario, I'd be absolutely disgusted. I'd be disgusted at our club as well. I would.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I just don't see how they can go through it. Surely some of these clubs are just going to realise come the morning. Surely they could go, oh, we have fucked up here.
Well, maybe that's why Man United and Man City have not tweeted out yet.
Have they done that yet?
No.
Still not.
And Liverpool have. So are they regretting it? Are they going to pull out? Or did they have all that recon?
They've already these clubs have pulled out of the fucking Champions Leagues, man. They've pulled out of the UCL, the Europa League.
Is that 100% confirmed, or is it been confirmed by UEFA, or is it just like?
No, I don't think. No.
That's as soon as UEFA, it may be just a rumour, like. But if UEFA confirm it, then fair enough. But
do you think this is? Do you think this is to do with that? What was that last thing that happened? What was it, 6 months ago or so, where they were talking about a breakaway and Rads came out and loads of people came out and condemned it, but it didn't gather as much as this.
That was the Big Six, wasn't it?
The big projects they called it, didn't they?
That was it. That's it. Yeah. So, do you think that this was maybe?
This would have taken years to play.
Yeah.
What, Claudio?
Hello, mate. Hello. Talk to us, Claudio.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right.
You're trying to be like Oscar with your headphones.
No.
He's got his PS5 headphones on. He's looking like a don. Claudio, I've missed you, bro. I normally see this guy on the weekly at the games.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You look like you've grown up, mate. You look old all of a sudden. What's going on? Talk to us, mate. How are you feeling?
I don't know. Like from like your football perspective, it's like sad, but also from like a Leeds perspective, it's like a chance of going in Europe, innit? So it's kind of like mixed, innit? It's mixed, like.
Well, every cloud has a silver lining and all that.
Yeah.
So are you buzzing, Claudio? Are you buzzing tonight?
Yeah, no. Well, football moves on, doesn't it? So like the Big Six that it is now, it'll be the new Big Six where it's got Leeds in it. Football moves on, so like.
No, but we wanted to break into that Big Six while them fuckers were still here.
But football moves quick, so people will forget about your Man United. Well, not completely forget about your Man United and Spurs, but the novelty of Real Madrid versus Man United every week, it'll wear off, and your new Big Six will be.
Yeah.
Well, no, because because people will just like move on. Football moves on. Yeah. The top six will be West Ham, Leeds, Villa, Everton, and your Big Six that have gone up because they think they're bigger than the football in England.
And the
people
thing is,
forget about
the new Big Six, like you say, whether it would be like West Ham, Leicester, us, we might even have the chance of having these other players from Liverpool, Man United, and that might not want to play there. So they might come down so you'd still have all them players. It's not a guarantee that they'll still go there.
Well, yeah, people have they're banning players from playing for their FA, aren't they? For playing for the country. Yeah. Players like Messi, he won't be happy with that. He's got the chance of finally winning a cup for his country this year. And he's been banned for playing for his country. I can't see him staying at Barca with that.
And at the end of the day, this is his last ever tournament. We all know that, don't we? You see, his age is now 50, 53 or something like that now. So.
Man City apparently have added a statement to their website, but it won't tweet it out. Absolute cowards. Absolute cowards. Different perspective. West Ham fan Corey breaking into the top 4. Chance of Champions League, bro. Yeah, what's happened?
Do you feel like it's been shit on you a bit? Like,
look, it's nuts, isn't it? Like I saw it come out today when it was the Burnley United game, and I sort of was like, they did this before. It was a couple of months ago, wasn't it, to do with pay-per-view and breaking away. And I still can't mentally get my head around the fact that it's actually going to happen. Like I'm seeing things saying that they're out now, that UEFA are getting the ump with them. It's just, and even FIFA come out and they said, oh, okay, we basically don't condone it, but they didn't disagree with it. They weren't saying that it's not going to happen. You can't operate in it. So for us, mate, you'll possibly get in top 4. We'll possibly finish second. I'm a bit like Tottenham are out the league. Everything's rosy, but at the same time, though, it's on a serious note. It's just ridiculous. I've seen the financial package. They're saying they get 3 billion if they join, which is nuts. They couldn't. For me, if they stayed in the league, which again, it's a bit sketchy on. How can you have 3.5 billion per club? West Ham, how can we compete? We can't. We absolutely can't. So the standard of the league, it's all up in the air at the minute. I haven't got a clue what's going on.
Do you feel
There's some really great stuff coming out. There's a massive statement being made as well. I just want to read, like, someone's made a good point. Arsenal made 55 redundancies while simultaneously discussing a £350 million payment to join another club, but still had the goal to make redundancies. Apparently, Florentino Perez, the new chairman of the Super League, current, owner of Real Madrid, he says if the players participating in the European Super League are banned from playing in the 2022 World Cup, we'll just create our own World Cup. It's not a big deal.
The players wouldn't agree to that because it just removes the prestige of the World Cup, doesn't it? Because it's just.
This is what I'm saying. Yeah. This is the goal of the men. The statement on the website's like, we will still compete in our leagues. Who the fuck says you can? It's up to the Premier League, not you. You know, and he's now coming out and saying we'll create our own World Cup.
No one is. That Florentino Perez is the only guy that would do something like. He's the only guy that thinks he's bigger. He's actually bigger than football, and it's like, and a lot says about some of these clubs. You see Arsenal, Liverpool, all American owners, all they want this franchise system thing. And it, like I said, I did a video on it earlier on the channel. It's like it just goes against everything that football's about. No competition. You know, it doesn't respect the football pyramid. I don't know. I can't believe they think. But do you know what's the problem as well? You know, we're talking about why would a player go and join that league? But if you're getting paid X amount of money and they say, well, we'll pay you this amount a week, you might go there for it. Do you know what I mean? So what happens to the Premier League? What happens to La Liga? It's nuts,
on that note, I think going back to something that Jack said is we will see which players are the mercenaries and which aren't. Because, I mean, if you're being paid, say, 100k a week, where's the line where it becomes like, well, I want to kind of still play for the game, I'm getting 100k a week. What difference does it make if you're getting 200k a week? There's a certain amount of money where it's like, well, your quality of life isn't really going to suffer, is it? Yeah. If you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, it happened in China. They were trying to get players over in China, and they were giving them extortionate wages, and it's just backfired now when the TV deals collapse.
I've said this for years with wages. Like, at what point does it become like what's the major difference? Do you know what I mean? Because a couple of years ago, do you remember with Yaya Toure when he was getting paid a fair whack, and it was between 200k and 300k? I was like, at that point, what's the difference?
It doesn't matter, does it? You can then just pick. You can pick who you play for then and go, well, I'd rather go there because literally, what is the difference between getting paid 200k a week and 300k a week? You know. 200k a year and 300k a year is a hell of a rise and a hell of a difference, but per week, come on. Man City's statement, by the way, is so patronising.
I haven't seen all the statements actually.
It says just this paragraph: the formation of the Super League comes at a time when the global pandemic has accelerated the instability in the existing European football economic model. Further, for a number of years, the founding clubs have had the objective of improving the quality and intensity of existing European competitions throughout each season and of creating a format for top clubs and players to compete on a regular basis. How fucking condescending is that?
Another point I'm going to bring up here then. So say if the FIFA and obviously UEFA say, look, we don't recognise this tournament, the Premier League as well, where would these games actually be played?
Good point.
Dubai.
Saudi Arabia. fucking Abu Dhabi or somewhere
That's
like that.
the next thing, bro. Of course it is.
They're going to be
That's
horror
the
shows.
next thing.
They're going to be
Saudi
horror shows.
Arabia gives out millions of pounds deals to host the event in the big Premier League, Super League, massive thing in Saudi Arabia.
One stadium.
Yeah, this is what
Don't
people.
care about
Yeah,
the fans.
it'll go to America. It'll do. This is what people don't realize. You know, them that are supporting this. You know, or think it's an okay thing.
They'll like your fans that have never been to the club and support from America, Saudi Arabia, India. They'll like that because they can watch the club in that league because they won't be playing it in England.
But then this is where, you know, they've not thought about the fans. What about them fans that do go home and away every week? And how are they going to be travelling to Doha and fucking Iraq or wherever they're going to be playing these fucking games?
But they're not going to miss their money. They're not going to miss their money, so they don't give a shit.
Well, even if they do it,
they don't give two shits about. They're not bothered, are they?
Where are they going to get all this money coming in from though? If the fans aren't going there, you know.
Well, where's has anyone said where this? Because the initial thing has to be about 50 billion, right? So where I don't understand. Maybe I'm missing the point. But who's funding that?
I reckon it's a Wall Street banking firm called JP Morgan.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, right.
They're bankrolling it all.
Right.
Ed Woodward used to work for them.
Right.
So it's all in cahoots, isn't it?
I don't like how they've used this opportunity. Like they've literally.
It's the pandemic, bro.
It's not just that though. You see clubs like Arsenal and Spurs. I'm not digging Spurs out, but they've started flapping because they haven't been able to get crowds in. They're like, we need financial security, and they've gone right. Here we go, and they just got rid of all their integrity. I mean, Tottenham. I mean, I'm not digging them out, but you know, some of those clubs in that competition, I'm like, how have you managed to pull that off? You know, I haven't seen one Tottenham fan come out and agree with it. I can't remember see one fan on Twitter that's happy with it from these clubs. So it's ruined the game.
Wow, check this out as well, guys. I'm going to share this tweet, and this is how deep this shit goes, man. This is what we're talking about. One sec, you just have a chinwag while I found this, but this is where the corruption is. This is where it goes. Just bear with us one moment. This is coming in.
It's taken away that success that, you know, you've been playing against these top teams and how well you've been doing. Does it kind of
exactly. But that takes away from every single team. Like West Ham probably won't do the same next year. Like if this was a normal season, someone else would go and have a go, and it, like say for example, Leeds pop up, and then it takes away from your achievement. And the whole, I just hate it. Like I really, really do. It's ruined part of it. And do you know what? I'm getting to that level where I'm like, just let them go do their own thing. We'll just sort ourselves out because we're proper fans. We're still here, and a lot of the fans that would be left from some of the clubs are probably the most passionate fans you can get. So why not just have a league like that? It's probably a bit idealistic, but I think we're going to end up like that anyway, to be fair.
Do you think it would financially survive? Because obviously the question, I lived in Scotland for years, and the question there was always like Celtic and Rangers leaving, and everyone's like, well, that would be great because then you'd have all the other teams on a more level playing field. But money-wise, it'd be screwed. I mean, do you think it'd be the same, or do you think the population difference would make it work? I think it probably would.
Yeah, I think go on, Joe. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, so Rob Harris has said the bots all replying the Super League is a good idea and revolutionise football. And just look at this from all them bots all saying the same thing. So it's the corruption's running deep. These aren't just random. These are accounts set up, man. Surely, all saying that exact same thing within seconds of each other.
And click on them, Joe. When were they created?
50 seconds. Oh, the accounts themselves.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. I see it's a screen grab that he's put up in response to. So they're responding to like Barcelona, to Madrid, to Arsenal, and they're all saying the exact same thing, man.
I'm trying to look at this in a positive way. At least, like maybe it will kick out some of the money in Premier League and, you know, get the true fans back.
I'll tell you what I don't like about it, actually, is the fact that the Premier League is probably the most affluent league in Europe. Like, a lot of the clubs are relatively well off. These Spanish clubs and Italian clubs have thought, hang on a minute, Spanish clubs are massively in debt. The Italian clubs don't have the same revenue, and they thought, you know what, go to this league, bankroll it, and then we can do what we like. And it just stinks, mate. The whole thing is just rotten. It's just corrupt from that, and they've been doing it for ages. Like they 100% have been planning it. It'll all come out in the wash. And
it's funny, like it's just like you say as well. The timing of releasing this. We haven't even finished as domestic seasons yet.
Yeah, they brought it forward 2 years, haven't they?
you know, it's.
Have they, Claudia?
Yeah, I've seen it somewhere. They brought it forward 2 years. I think that's to hide behind the COVID screen, isn't it? Or we're losing money. They introduced it now. This big thing that'll give loads of money.
And the Man City statement says, further, for a number of years, the founding clubs have had the objective of improving the quality. So, you know, the likes of Klopp, he's just going to feel like, well, what am I managing here? A big lie?
Yeah, we don't know how the players are going to react. That will be the next one to see. Because I mean, I've heard people calling West Ham to boycott playing Chelsea on the weekend or whatever. Or we just got no idea how people are going to. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer earlier was like, just didn't say a word. Like, and they asked Brendan Rodgers, didn't say a word. Like, they've all been briefed just to shut up basically until everyone knows what's going on. But
as we said, Cardi, we've got Liverpool tomorrow night, or tonight, should I say? Do we even know?
Do you know what I hate about it? You're missing nights like that though. Like that's a real exciting game that I couldn't wait to get into. And then now, like because Liverpool have decided we're bigger than the Premier League, you don't get that anymore. Do you know what I mean? And
we've waited 16 years to get in the Premier League.
but Leeds are a massive club, but this is the problem. It's like Leeds have got a massive history, and again, I'm not digging out Tottenham, but they've only done well, relatively speaking, for the past 5-6 years. But all of a sudden, they get to be picked. Doesn't make sense to me whatsoever.
Who decided that they were the top 6 and in what case? Because Joe put out, all these other teams that have won a lot more.
Nottingham Forest and Villa and teams like that. It exists.
Well, even look at teams in like Italy and Spain. You got like Valencia, Napoli, all them missing out, and they're equally as big as Liverpool.
Or were they asked and then they got rejected, or don't know.
Just don't know. It's all the elite clubs, all the money. It's Jamie Carragher's tweeted out, "What an embarrassment we've become." Tagged in Liverpool. Think of all the people who have come before us at this club who would be equally embarrassed as well. You know, real footballing men, the likes of Shankly, etc. It's a joke, man. It's an absolute joke.
The thing though, we've made a few comments going, "Oh, this is Americanized and blah blah blah." But it's good to see, like, this is probably the second comment we've put up about American fans actually hating it as well, and
Yeah, because they love the fact that it's not like any of their sports. They love the whole Britishness of it, don't they? And then they're gonna lose that. It's gonna be like goal music after everything. I mean, I know some clubs have that, but that kind of thing. But I guarantee Lewis and Levy were on this from day one. Guaranteed.
We're losing.
Some fans even blow bubbles. I mean, what's all that about?
Don't knock it. Don't knock it till you're in the away end, mate. Don't knock it till you're in.
Well, Man United have been planning for this for years. They're the only club on the stock market. So in America, like the American stock market, they're the only club on it, and their stock's been rising for ages in anticipation of this, or them getting a bigger chunk of TV deal and stuff. So it's just been rising and rising.
I'll tell you what, irrespective of what happens, I just hope the Premier League have got a bit of a backbone, to be fair. Because they've come out now and they've gone, well, we'll do this, this and the other. Don't bottle it because you're scared of losing a club. Just go out there and say, right, that's it. Because who cares?
The Premier League now, they have to make a stand. They have to say, right, you're out. That's it. You've made your bed, as we said, and you can go lie in it now. That's it. You've gone.
That is a great comment from Smithers there. Yeah, let Neville head up the negotiations about this.
Yeah.
Well, I think he was speaking earlier as well. He said there should be an independent panel on these owners.
Yeah. Even Roy Keane's coming out, and obviously he created that hashtag. So pundits are coming out. Like you say, when a footballer's going to come out and have their say.
Well, but you want current footballers that are actually playing for one of these clubs.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what you want.
When is that going to happen?
If it could be a massive thing if in morning we get up and we see in the papers or we hear on Sky Sports, Klopp resigns. That will be a massive, massive statement to say.
Klopp genuinely might be that guy to do it though.
Bielsa would if Bielsa in that situation. Bielsa would resign straight away.
I think Bielsa would just be nah, I'm not in this.
Yeah, because it's the morals.
It's morals. That's it. It's the morals of the game have gone.
Yeah.
I think we have a duty tomorrow to beat Liverpool and beat them well. Like, we have a duty because I'm telling you, as soon as we beat them, it'll be like...
So many people are going to be watching that game now.
Fuck off. Back to your Tin Pot League. But no, right. The thing is, it'll be so. I can hear myself back. It'll be so boring after season 2.
Yeah.
This is the thing. People might get pulled into it. People might watch it and get excited by it. But what I don't understand, these two teams of 10 play each other and then go into a thing like, it's just going to be the same teams all the fucking time as well.
Yeah, but I think that's where my excitement a little bit comes from. It is that it will get boring after a bit. Again, when people are wanting to look back at the Premier League and you got your West Ham, your Leeds, your Villa as your established top 4, then Leeds then become the big part of the big 6, and so do your West Ham, so do your Villa, because football will move on. There will be new clubs that become the big 6, and them clubs will get forgotten about.
Yeah.
But is that as exciting? Is that as exciting as, like Joe said, that the whole thing about it was like when West Ham are doing what they're doing, when Leicester won the Premier League, the whole thing about it was, who can infiltrate them, and that's what the excitement was,
But the way I see it is the excitement will be who can infiltrate Leeds, Villa, West Ham, these big 6 clubs, who the smaller clubs like maybe your Watford, who can infiltrate these big 6, which is Leeds, West Ham, Villa, Everton.
Yeah, maybe I'm being short-sighted. Maybe that's what will be the case. Yeah, I mean,
I don't want that. I want it how it is. We're trying to break the monopoly up of these so-called big 4. You City, Chelsea.
Well, West Ham are going to do that this season.
That's why.
And Leicester.
Look at Leicester. That's the beauty of the Premier League as it was.
Yeah.
When the model of the Premier League, always had one team. West Ham this year, Leicester the other year. You always had that one team that just got in there and upset the apple cart. Yeah. But yet these twats don't fucking want that. They want everything for themselves, don't they?
What's happened is you've had a top 4 when initially when the Premier League came around, you had a solid top 4 because it was there for years, and all of a sudden now it's become less and less, and the money's distributed. And Leicester are really clever with their money, and people are getting good scouting systems, and they're thinking a lot of these bigger clubs are going, we can get outdone now, and that kind of fragility of your league position. You look at Liverpool this season.
Arsenal, bro.
Well, Arsenal, exactly. So I'm telling you, they've just flapped and they've just gone. We've just got to go and get that money.
Yeah.
The biggest gap is between the owners and the fans because those fans who support those clubs now, I don't know what they're going to do with themselves because they don't agree with it, and they're thinking, well, I've got to go and support my club. But I mean, what do you do in that situation? It's horrible.
Yeah, that's it.
My question would be, what's more exciting? A league where 20 teams can win the league any season going into it, or a league where one team can maybe break into the top 6? What's more exciting? A league where any team can win, or a league where one team can maybe break into the top 6?
I just don't get the excitement of this.
Well, I like that. I like it when there's a surprise team. I love that. It adds to the excitement, doesn't it? Like say West Ham been fantastic this year, and to be there, and I've always loved it when there's always been that one team that just breaks the monopoly up. And I'd love it if West Ham actually get that 4th or whatever one of the Champions League spots. At the minute, it looks like now guarantee the Champions League spot, doesn't it? But
it's like it's one of them things, isn't it? Because even though I'm like, we could get Champions League, I'd rather have got Champions League and not meant to have got it.
On merit. Yeah, of course. That's what I say. It's sort of make for you, if you being a West Ham fan now, how well you've done, and then if these teams actually get kicked out, you've got your place, but you wanted to see the season out and get the required points, and we've done it on his own merit.
It's like how COVID got us promoted,
That's the problem. That's what they've done is they've basically just picked the ball up and stopped playing and said, right, we're done now. And it was like, we haven't finished the season yet. So everything's up in the air. Like all the work that we've done, and listen, our squad is threadbare and those lads have thrown themselves at it every single game. They must be sitting there going, what is this for nothing? Like now they've just given it to us. Like it, frustrating.
Really, what have Liverpool got to go out and play for tomorrow? Because they've got the Champions League confirmed. They've got this new league. They're getting nothing from winning tomorrow.
Yeah.
So now every game for them is dead rubber. So you've got 6 teams in the league where results don't matter.
This is what I don't understand. Yeah. So, but then they're saying they're still going to play in their respective leagues, or that's what they think, unless the Premier League say otherwise. And the midweek is going to be this Super League, and that does that mean just that in actual fact the Champions League and the thing's going to go? But then how do they pick these 5 teams that are going to get into this Super League on merit? Man United or whoever expected to say play Leeds on a Saturday, go midweek and play Barca, then play West Ham, and then play Juve, and then play Arsenal.
they can't have their cake and eat it. You can't have Premier League privilege and go and have another 300 million or whatever.
No.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work like that.
And like you said earlier, Corey, like how do you compete against them teams that are getting all that money?
You can't. And they know that anyway. They're the only way you can compete against teams is teams that have the similar amount of money, which is why that league has got the same to everyone. It's disgusting anyway because Man City are rolling in it. So why would they need another X amount of what do they need that money for? I don't get it. You've got enough. Even PSG aren't turning up. Well, I don't think they are, but they might change their mind.
They've refused.
Right.
Yeah.
Will they want to play Saturday, Wednesdays, though? Say they want to still compete in the Premier League as well as this European Super League. Will they want that? Because you've got Klopp crying about fixture scheduling already. And you're only playing Wednesday every 2 weeks.
But it's like the league, it just totally discredits the league as well, because what happens is, even if they stay in the league, and let's hope they don't, and the Premier League stand by the word and say bye, but all they'll do is just play weekend sides on a weekend. It'll just be fucking shit anyway, the standard of the league. I don't even think it's that, man. Do you know what, though? I seen a tweet, like, this PSG stuff, let's not forget they bought the World Cup in Qatar in 2020, and PSG are owned by a Qatari-based company, so that's maybe why they aren't going against FIFA. You know, they
said they put it, didn't they, under, we want to keep the domestic league like fair. Or the Bayern Munich one I get more because of the way that it's run over there, and they just was like, no way. And I was thinking, it just shows the state of the Premier League, though. Like you create a beast of it's so commercial driven, and everything's like you've got to act a certain way, and you can let whoever you want come in. And then in Germany, the way that they've set it up, that doesn't happen. And the fans over there seem to love it. So, nature of the beast. I just can't believe it. I can't even believe it's real, to be fair. I don't even really know what I'm like watching or seeing. I'm a bit like, wake up tomorrow and it'll be normal, but I don't think it will.
It does feel really surreal. Like the last sort of 12 months haven't been surreal enough.
Exactly, that's what I was saying. Like, everyone was dying for this normality back, of this escapism with football and everyone's passion and everything. Like, everyone's dying to get back to that game, and now it's just like everyone's feelings are all up in the air. And
well, even the Euros, everyone looking forward for the Euros because restrictions have been loosened, and now you possibility of not having Harry Kane there, Sterling, all them players like that not there because the clubs have decided to do that. See, and it ruins the Euros as well, and that's what everyone's been looking forward for.
He's an interesting one. Our captain, nationwide, our English captain. I wonder if he's going to be like a kind of a leader and sort of be like, nah, screw this.
Yeah.
I don't know if you just heard recently as well. There were rumours about Kane wanting to leave Tottenham, weren't there?
Yeah.
That. Now, I don't know if I'm putting two and two together and getting 5 here. Do you think he had wind of this, and he's thinking, "No, I'm not interested in this kind of fucking whatever's going to go on"?
It's crazy tin pot though, isn't it? Imagine winning the title in that league. Like, who cares? Like, it's just pointless. It doesn't mean anything.
Why do Arsenal want to be part of it? They're not going to finish above bottom of the league anytime, are they? They're going to join the Super
Spurs
League.
Will be there, mate.
Bottom.
Don't worry, Spurs will be right at the bottom, struggling.
That's the thing, though, isn't it? It's shit.
Yeah,
it is proper shit, man.
Another thing in the Man City statement just said, going forward, the founding clubs look forward to holding discussions with UEFA and FIFA to work together in partnership to deliver the best outcomes for the new league and for football as a whole. What a crock. Absolute. Just. That sounds hopeful, doesn't it?
So this is what Chelsea have put out.
No, it's the Sports Trust.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, if you're a fan of one of them clubs, you're looking at it now, and all their trophies they've had in the past, and that it's nothing now because they've started a new era of football where the only trophy that matters is this massive Super League trophy. So now these clubs have got no history.
I think that should be the hashtag, that enough is enough, because I think that's what UEFA came out with, in or FIFA. They said enough is enough now.
Yeah.
So that should be hashtag. That just get that fucking going, because enough is enough now. They're killing the game that as a lad you played with your mates on fields, your jumpers for goalposts, and you dreamed of playing for your team who you supported. And these guys who own these clubs don't even see that. They don't understand that. They don't understand what that team you support, what it means to you. And I'm going for, like, obviously us as Leeds fans. Corey's a West Ham fan. It doesn't matter what team you support, but it's everything. It's everything to you. And these twats now are just killing it.
Yeah. I feel for you lot waiting 16 years to come up and then this happening. You know, having COVID and now this. It's just one thing after another.
How Leeds is that, mate?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Sounds West Ham, to be fair. Just got away with it for 1 year.
When does it happen? They're saying as early as August, aren't they?
Yeah, the Man City statement mentions August as well.
So
we'll get them going.
It's been well planned, then, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's in August. What, 3 months? 3-4 months.
This is what I'm saying. It's they've used the pandemic. This is the worst thing. People need to wake up and smell the coffee. They've used a global pandemic to fucking hoodwink us and do all this shit, man. Used it. They've used it. I'm telling you, man. Yeah.
So let's go to Claudio's silver lining. Who would be the big new six then? Who would be the
of the teams left in it?
Yeah, we might as well make hay.
Yeah, fucking let's do it, man. Leeds win it every year.
We'd be absolutely massive for the first time in my life. For no reason, just be up there like, all right.
Well, you'd have Leicester, West Ham, Leeds, Everton, Villa, and Wolves, probably, wouldn't it?
This is.
And that's your big six.
This has made me laugh. Oh, hang on. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Where's the
Grey Wanderers?
That's brilliant.
Did you see the one they put out? It said we just want to confirm that we've won the same amount of Premier League titles as Spurs. Honestly, the Spurs banter just has me in bits.
Oh, these are funny. We're famous lads, we think.
Amazing.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, the Tottenham supporters club have put out a statement. The betrayal of Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur were the first British club to win a European trophy. We blazed a trail that caught the imagination of fans everywhere. The current board of Tottenham Hotspur FC betrayed the club, its history and the magic that makes this game so special. When they put their name to a statement announcing the formation of a breakaway European Super League. That's what I'm saying, man. I think it's madness. Like, what happens now? It's just what happens next, isn't it? Yeah. What happens next now?
But do you actually think? Do you think that this could all just be nipped in the bud? Because I think with the statements that are being made now,
it's too far.
It's gone too far.
It's gone too far.
Sanction them. I don't care. Like, even if there's a way back, still sanction them. Absolutely, all of them.
They have to be. They've got to be.
Make them start from League 2 or something like that.
I'd chuck them out. I'd seriously would just chuck them out, all of them. If they try and get back in, I'd be like, no way. You can't do that. It's the integrity of the league's just done, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, it's not going back now.
Yeah, the fact that they've left the Europa, like fucking UEFA, basically these clubs have left UEFA tonight. Boom, see you later.
They said they can't go back either. Like Liverpool, like I was seeing stuff saying they can't go back in the competition. Yeah. I'm like, that's nuts.
That is massive. That's just. I just don't think we're really gathering the sort of size of this. Like, that's huge.
I think it's because it's one of them things you never ever expected anything like this would ever happen. You know, just it's seismic. It's literally a 9.8 on the Richter scale for every football fan, isn't it? It's just completely blown us apart, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, in 5 years, say the Europa League thing does well. What happens then? Because then you've got the same thing again, where you've got people in the top six that are winning trophies, competing every season, and you'll have your gap with Spurs and Arsenal that are just dead weight in the league. And
but will it be though? This is the thing, and then does the next bit come in where they're doing drafts? The best young players get to go to the clubs that were at the bottom of the league. You just don't know.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's going to sort of be on an even playing field with the amount of money that they're going to bring in, and they'll all be vying for the same players. So at what stage they have to change that then? Otherwise, so say the next, I don't know, Messi comes through Leeds, yeah? He's going to be wanted by these clubs. They're all going to want him. So how does that then work? Does that enter like a fucking monopoly situation and they all get. I don't know. Does it? Do you know what I mean? This is the thing. This is the start. This is the start.
But because we're under FIFA and UEFA, would that then ban us from selling players to them clubs, or would they have to do it all between the self-transfer things? Because
probably gives agents more.
It.
It's just crazy.
Oh, Mino Raiola will be having a field day.
Oh, I'll tell you what, he'd be loving it, wouldn't he? He'd be lapping it up. Half of his clients would be in that league.
But that's what I'm saying. Drafts could be a realistic possible, proposition. Because how does a young lad who comes from Leeds, who comes through West Ham, Southampton's ranks, whoever, and he's wanted by these clubs in this league, how does that transition happen?
It's interesting you say that, because I'm sort of thinking about Declan Rice a bit, and obviously it's always been on the table that he'll leave West Ham at some point. I think, well, what does he do? Because that would have been sort of the natural progression. And you're even seeing stuff saying that you can't play for your national side if you. So what does he do? Just stay at West Ham, because that's, brilliant for us. But at the same time, the reason why it's so good to have him with us is because he's a bit better than where he should be. Do you know what I mean? It just ruins the whole point of football. Like I think these people are just showing that they don't understand the game. Like they just don't get why people love it so much.
That's it. The word is they just don't get the romance of football and why it means so much to everyone. And,
I think you'll be looking at Norwich just got promoted this weekend. They'll be like, oh, fuck that, we aren't going up. Let's stay in Championship.
Yeah, let's stay in the Championship. Yeah, Sheffield United are probably like, sweet result.
I bet Hal's buzzing. Straight back up. Not going anywhere.
Honestly, it's crazy.
So what happens? I guess Sheffield United stay up.
Well, I think it's going to be now. Tomorrow's going to be an interesting day. Whatever that back in the Premier League now, whatever their statement's going to be tomorrow, because theirs is a very important statement as regards what they're going to do with their memberships now of this league. They can't allow them to stay in this league now after they've already made the statements that there's only so many competition to complain. Contractually, there's only so many competition to complain. Your Champions League, Charity Shield, Europa League, Carabao Cup, and your normal county FA leagues.
Can I just say, sorry, someone's put boycotts won't work because money comes from TV deals, but it does work because you can boycott not watching it, because that happened in the pandemic, didn't it? Everyone was boycotting, what was it, Sky or whatever, saying that they were going to charge for every single game.
That did work. You're right.
And it worked because they boycotted that, and then that backfired with them. So
apparently, right, Scottish club Celtic have secured a place in the Super League as one of the 5 qualifying teams for next season, based on historical achievements. Current CEO Peter Lawwell is reported to have begged for the opportunity, with Ajax expected to follow suit.
I thought that doesn't surprise me. I thought Celtic would, they feel that they've outgrown the SPL anyway, and I think that historically, they can go. The rest of Scotland will be like, we'll go then.
So Fabrizio Romano's tweeted out saying, and he's obviously bang on the money all the time. He says, Super League founder clubs are going to receive $3.5 billion for their infrastructure investment plans and to offset the impact of the COVID pandemic. Nothing done announced yet, but FC Bayern, Red Bull Leipzig and Porto joining the Super League too. It will be decided soon.
Yeah, I've seen Bayern. They changed their minds on it. Yeah,
it's a fucking joke. But why they get this is what I'm saying. It's like it's not even to offset the impact of the COVID. They're using COVID as an opportunity to say, "Here's 3.5 billion for you. Do you want it? Come and get it."
It's not just that. The fact that the front there as well. That's the big one. Can't you know what I mean? They've been getting away with that for a fair while. As a West Ham fan, I'd know they're taking the mick because there's no fans there. Same with a lot of these clubs. I don't think they could get a lot of this through the door if people were turning up week on week.
This is what I was kind of going on earlier. Like, would having the top 6 going now, would that just make players' wages come down, because obviously us lot can't afford them wages that that sort of type of player, would it make the whole money go down, which would be a good thing, and give it more chance for lesser teams? I don't know.
That's it. Yeah, that's interesting, because that could be the bubble popping, and that might be the only way that it was going to happen. Was the clubs pushing, wages and everything up, going, Otherwise, how else would the bubble have burst?
Yeah.
I love that. Love that. You can't boycott your club. They fucking boycotted you. Bang on.
Guys, can I ask Claudio a question?
Forrest.
Go ahead. No pressure.
Turns out that Celtic one was a dodge, because now someone has set up a fucking account where all this information is coming out as a fake account, and have only got like fucking 100 and odd followers. So you know what Twitter's like? They've gone, I'm going to set up a fake one here now.
Do you know what I hate? When Claudio's question comes up, I'll shut up. But with some of these teams that are popping up at the bottom, AC Milan won nothing in years. Huge club, but haven't really won it.
Yeah.
Arsenal, exactly the same. Atletico, okay, but third best club in Spain. Barcelona on the tail end. Inter Milan, exactly the same.
Yeah.
Liverpool had a poor season. Tottenham, do me a favour. So it just, the whole thing is, it winds me up. It's just ridiculous. I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Come on, we're dying for Claudio's question.
Nah, it's his dingy mates, I think. Don't be. We've got, apparently it's saying here, all the 12 participating clubs will be excluded from the UEFA Champions League and their domestic leagues for the 21-22 season. So I'm assuming we'll see this season out. Then next season, we'll have a whole new division, guys. You'll look at probably 6 teams coming up from the Championship, maybe.
But why
the top 2 and the 4 in the playoffs?
They're already breaking the rules, so why does it not start now? Why don't they have repercussions now?
Well, it's a bit dead anyway, because if they leave, West Ham finish out of top 4, does it matter? Because we'd be bumped up to top 4 anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, as it stands, Leeds have got Europe, and I fucking told everyone at the start of this season.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. He's like, get in there. I told you.
Fucking right, man.
Honestly, his name is now I Told You So, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last stream, I think you knew, Joe. You knew this was coming.
Yeah.
I did, man. Mystic.
You know
man.
what? When Joe went, Newcastle are going to beat you on Saturday, I thought, he's piped up. This means this is bad news. I didn't believe it, and I had that feeling watching the game. Like Joe's.
Mate, I was the only one who said it, Corey.
Do you know what's really bad as well? I was on this other stream on Wednesday, and Lee Gunner was talking about Arsenal squad, and I said, I don't think it's that much better than West Ham's. And he was talking about it. I said, Fabianski doesn't make mistakes. He doesn't, and he makes an absolute clanger. I thought he's going to do me. I'm watching this game thinking. And literally, he's clipped it up everywhere. He's like, I'm going to absolutely... I was thinking, unbelievable. One time
he didn't say anything when I clipped up his comment about Bielsa and the players not knowing about the London curse. I finally clipped up something that he said, and then he didn't have nothing to say against that, did you, Joe?
I don't know what you're on about, love.
Yeah. To speak, you're not speaking.
Yeah, it's his friends on the wind up. It's his friends on the wind up, innit, Clouds?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Talk to us though, Claudio. What does it mean, Europe next season, pal?
Claudio, waste of space.
Was getting attacked here, isn't he?
Yeah, Claudio stands.
God.
Yeah, but it's like Klopp. I don't know when this is from, but he's obviously made a statement previously and like said, like, who wants to see Liverpool versus Real Madrid time after time for 10 seasons? It gets fucking boring, man.
We watched that game the other day, Joe, when it PSG Bayern. It was like unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, who cares if it's like every week or like every season? Be like, Yeah, and even the players will be like, we're playing the same teams. Like there's nothing
yeah.
in it. It's just a bit dead.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll leave. Maybe they'll get the ump and just go. But I doubt they will because they'll be getting paid like $1 million a week on that wage.
Yeah, no. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It is crazy.
Do you think the clubs involved are just paying lip service to wanting to still be in? Do you think they'll actually be bothered that they're not in the Champions League and what have you?
Probably not, because their bank's just gone ting, got 3.5 million bags in there, or billion bags. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is what it all boils down to. It's the owners, yeah. It's the owners. Yeah. It's not about the fans. It's not about the clubs. It's not about the players. It's the owners.
Joe, Lewis wants to come in. Will you say I've not got his number, so send him.
Lewis who?
LUFC Lewis.
Who's that?
Fuck knows. Some weirdo.
It'd be nice to get an Aston Villa fan perspective, actually. He's a Villa fan, is Lewis. Let's get him.
Interesting pre-match tomorrow.
Yeah, well, exactly. That's what I mean. It's like I'm really tired, but I want to stay up and watch this all unfold. Do you know what I mean? Like, what's going on?
I never go to work tomorrow.
I might not be going to work. I'm boycotting everything. I'm not going to work.
He's actually mad though, because like when everyone's waiting for the announcement, I'm like, hang on, just got to get Sky Sports on. It's like transfer deadline day when you're waiting for someone to sign. It's
earlier before you came on, we were like, it's like transfer deadline day last hour. This and it, we're like, what? Just waiting for more news coming through all the time.
And like, when you get to the end of transfer deadline day, when some of them just over the line and you're waiting, it's like that as well. Like you're just waiting for something to come through and see what's happening.
Let's get Villa fans' perspective then.
Tash, I'd just like to apologise for my maths teacher comment earlier. Get your cardigan back on.
What does it mean to have Jack Grealish play for Villa in the Champions League, mate?
It's overwhelming. I just genuinely never thought. I thought the first time I'd seen him in Champions League would be for Manchester United. We don't call them scum. They're just Manchester United to us, but no. But I've just done my first ever live stream for 3 hours.
Wow, long time.
I know. I got a bit obsessed, and yeah, it was. It was interesting to say the least, managing the chat, but they were very. I thought you were going to. Oh, is he in here now? Sent all them viewers over here. I didn't think you were still live. I've literally just seen. But,
so you're Charlie Wilkinson. You watching Lewis ahead of us, are you, bro?
Yeah, well, yeah.
I know you, boy.
You were loyal, yeah. But no,
don't forget. I'll remember that, Charlie.
Where are we at then in terms of? I'm assuming you've covered every possible opinion that you could have possibly.
You tell us yours, mate.
As a Leeds fan or just from neutral, like
as a Villa fan.
As a Villa fan.
No, as a Leeds fan. Go on, mate. Talk to me. Talk to us.
I think it can't not benefit us, but for a football as a whole, it's a catastrophe. As a player, would you want to do it? As a player playing for an elite club right now, would you want to go play in it?
Not if like you can't play international games and things.
Yeah, exactly. Like Harry Kane, would you want to be told you're not playing at 2022 World Cup?
Exactly.
I think
gone ahead and not like gone. Hang on a minute. This is having a backlash. These and these are all saying that you can't take part in these. Now it's time to talk to the managers and players and see what they think, and then go and recoup again and see if people still want to do it. But no, they've come out and gone, doesn't matter. We'll make a new World Cup and all that bollocks.
Yeah, I've seen that. I mean, I was talking to Oscar. I had Oscar on stream because I just didn't want to be on my own because it was my first time doing it. I thought, let's bring a little bit of experience in telling me how to manage the chat and all that. But, I literally said, like we were saying, we just thought it were a power grab or like blackmail, just essentially using it as leverage again. But evidently not. Evidently they're serious about it this time, whether they're just actually wanting to take it to wire to fool people. But I don't really see the financial gain from that.
There's been a tweet unearthed from the 5th of July 2009, which says,
okay,
Sky Sports Perez pushing for Super League. Florentino Perez has called for the world's wealthiest football clubs to create their own league. That was in 2009. Yeah. So he's fucking. This shit's been in.
Do you see Wenger?
It's like the New World Order, man.
Yeah, you see Wenger said it as well. He was like, in 10 years' time, we'll have a European Super League. I'm like, geez, mate.
Well, I know Perez is behind it obviously now, but me and Oscar were looking at it earlier. Woodward seems to be heavily involved, and it seems to be very US backed as well, money wise and business wise.
Well, just said they've already said who's backing it. It's that JP Morgan, Wall Street Bank. They're backing it.
Yeah,
Woodward used to work for them. So
I've seen the link between them.
They're going to want all that money back as well, aren't they? So how does that work? And let's hope it all goes tits up. There's a massive fucking credit crunch in America. They all have no money, and they end up playing in the fucking LDV Vans Trophy on a weekly.
This is my opinion. Basically, let them do it. Let them go play in their own little European Super League until people get bored of it, because the thought of watching Man City and Real Madrid, sounds brilliant until you're watching it once every 4 weeks. Or whatever it is. Exactly. The Champions League is there for those fixtures to come around every 4 or 5 years, and you sit down to watch it.
And the thing is, it's not just the fact that they're doing it every 4 weeks. It's the fact that you're not fighting to do it.
Exactly. So let them go play in it. Let's see how long it lasts, because it won't without fans. Fans will boycott it. Players, I've already said, as a player, if you're denied international football, if you're denied domestic, however proud you feel about domestic honours, European honours, and world honours, you ought to be playing them, and you have to leave your family and stuff probably quite a lot of the time, 10 months a year. If you're willing to do that, that won't happen. Players will boycott it. So you've already lost two main factors of it there. Sky and stuff won't be involved. They'll have to create their own private.
Not necessarily.
Well, Sky might piggyback it. They might.
No. They've already.
Like Amazon or Netflix. Or something like that.
Well, from what I've seen, they're not getting involved with any of them. They're going to go private and create their own, their own service.
The thing about it to me seems the money that they are actually speaking about, they must have some sort of broadcasting rights already set up. They must have, because they've
got their own. They've got their own. Apparently, they're doing their own broadcasting, literally their own platform. They're going independent completely.
How's that going to work then? Is that going to be a pay-per-view thing?
It will be. It'll be their own website. Yeah. So, and then I would assume, say they charge 15 quid. 20 quid to watch Man United, Barcelona. However much revenue would be generated from that game through their own website, through their own streaming service, would then be split between those two clubs. I reckon that's how it's going to work.
That's what they're going to try and achieve. But if you remember, when the pandemic started and all the games started showing, they tried to do that then, didn't they?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Well, this is my opinion. Let them go do it. Let them try it. And when it goes tits up, which it will, after less than one season, when it goes tits up, they'll try and come crawling back to their own domestic leagues. And at that point, I hope they turn around and go, fuck off, put them back to the bottom of the pyramid and make them work their way up for the status and see how funny they find it then.
That's it. That's what you said. You've got these owners who don't understand football. They don't understand football fans. That's it. They understand money. They understand how to try and make money.
And these super fixtures, like you're saying, you get bored of them because football fans generally aren't stupid, and they like the whole thing of the Premier League is when you see a Burnley go to Man City and take it to them, or you know what I mean. And you're not going to have that. You're just going to have these juggernauts playing juggernauts all the time. There's going to be no people love an underdog story, don't they? It's.
Well, it's like say even in the Champions League, when it gets to the latter stages, to your quarterfinals, your semi-finals, that's when you get your juggernaut ties. That's when you get your Barcelona, Real Madrid, your Paris Saint-Germain, Man United, whatever.
Yeah.
No one wants to watch that every week because the excitement of it is gone. It's just like a normal. It's like Darlington against fucking Hartlepool, isn't it? It doesn't mean no.
Yeah. The worst thing about it is when it does fail, which it will. And when they come back to their own domestic leagues and stuff like that, and then they want to bring the Champions League back, well, it'll still be running, but back to what it was. Or they'll try and get it back to what it was. Nobody will care. And why? Because the fixtures you wait to watch the Champions League for in knockout football will come around, and people will be like, "Oh, why do I want to watch that when I watched it 4 times last season?"
Yeah.
Whereas now, watching what's coming up, Chelsea and I forgot, my mind's blank. Real Madrid. Real Madrid.
Well done. Well
There
done.
we go.
Well,
Chelsea, Real Madrid. Watching a game like that comes around very rarely. But then you're watching that 3 times, 4 times a season.
Good shit, doesn't it?
There's going to be no interest for it then, and then you've dented European football permanently. You've dented the Champions League. There's no way past that. It's done. It's gone.
And then the idea of not even being able to play any other team, ever again, it's just weird.
That's it. Chelsea fans do enjoy when smaller clubs come and play them. I mean, they do. They're like, can't wait for, I don't know, just to get like Southampton to come. Maybe that's a bad example, but no one really
West Brom.
It's
that's West Brom.
That's the romance of the Premier League is the fact that you've got these teams that come up. I mean, look, Leeds are now everyone's like second favourite club is what they're calling us, because I've got a Tottenham. I've got a friend who's a Tottenham fan, and he's like, because of VAR, which is obviously a whole different thing. He's like, I watch Tottenham games.
You can take that with them. Take that with them.
He's like,
take VAR with them as well.
I watch Tottenham games and I watch Leeds games. He's like, I used to watch every game, but he's just like, no.
That's the thing. No one expected us to come up and be like this exciting and everything like that. There was so many. The Premier League, it's like how close it is. Like, you think, who's going to be winning next? And there's no certainties in it. And like you say, you're always rooting for the underdog as well. You're not going to have that. Like in their Super League division.
I'll tell you what's a problem as well, because they're putting together that 3.5 billion package or whatever. They'll get that. They get that a season, right? Let's just say, and it dies a death, and no one watches it. And they go, "Can we come back?" And they go, "Come back in the conference." Listen, if you're getting paid 3.5 billion, we talk about the impact financially. There is none for these clubs. Like they can just deal with it. Like Man City, no problem. And it will be a bit of we've got to go back to the bottom of the pyramid, but then they can always get back up.
No, but then wouldn't like the FFP rules?
Oh, they're just a joke anyway. They just make them up. I think they threw them out, didn't they? Apparently.
The thing is, essentially, so let's take Man City for example. They leave and go to join the European Super League. They are now banned from every other domestic European and world competition. They are now banned from letting players play at international level. At that point, a fair amount of players you would think go, don't really want to be in this position. I'm going to go play for someone else, which is fair enough. At that point, you are then losing quality on the pitch and think, right, we need to sign some more players. But the rest of the world think, fuck you, we aren't doing business with you. So then you are trapped in a league, losing quality, can't trade with anyone.
Yeah.
And then you're going to think, this isn't really worth it. Then it'll break down. Then they'll think, let's go back. And they'll be told to fuck off. And then that's the way it'll go. I can't see it going any other way. Because players won't back it, fans won't back it.
Like you're saying that. But to me, then it feels like there's someone you've been with for years, they've cheated on you, they go away, realise they've made a mistake and say, can I come back? Yeah. And you're like, no, fuck off. No chance.
You can go to the bottom.
But I think I've seen...
Get a chance to work your way up.
I've seen this, like, I don't know if there's any truth in this, but there's like a commitment, a minimum commitment they've to make to this league as well. So it's like not just going to be a flash in the pan kind of thing.
Oh.
Yeah, but they'll have to do
that. They're on about starting it ASAP, aren't they? I've seen people literally saying it's going to start from next season. Now, is that even possible? August, right? So say it starts from next season, right? They're leaving. If I'm the FA right now and I know they're leaving in August, I'd just punish them now, deduct as many points as I can, fine them as much as I can, and kick them out. Get what you can while you can.
They should do as well. They should take away all their titles. They should just take away some of their FA.
Oh yeah, Man City shouldn't get the trophy this season.
Yeah, they should do stuff like that.
What are your thoughts on it? Because it sounds absolutely balmy. It sounds like we're living in a hypothetical world. I did think we were living in a hypothetical world at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, until it were actually announced. Genuinely, it is a genuine possibility that Leicester, Everton, Leicester, West Ham, Everton, and Leeds are your top 4 qualification Champions League wise.
Yeah, we touched on it earlier though, because it takes the merit away from it. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit like we've worked hard for it, and then now they're going, well, we'll just chuck them out, and it's like, even if we slip up and we lose every game, well, we wouldn't lose every game, we do all right, but you know what I mean? We would slide back down, and they go, you still get European football. It's like, it's not the same. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've been dying for West Ham.
Crystal Palace in Europa League.
Oh no! Can you imagine? Like, give Roy Hodgson like another year or something.
Oh my
It'd be so easy. But like,
but West Ham have earned it anyway. If you get it,
people say that, and I think fair enough. Maybe West Ham, Leicester have probably earned their place, at least in European football. But I just think
it'll always be discredited, though.
I know that's the problem. But how do you? It's just context, isn't it? Like we're in between the two. Like, we've worked hard for a season where everyone's competing, and it is a really tough league. And then we've kind of been given it, and then we're like, I don't even know what will the Champions League look like without those clubs in. Because even if they say we'll go to a Super League alongside it, they've already said that all those clubs will be taken out of it. So Champions League, the prestige of that is not going to be the same. It's going to be completely different. It'd be nice to have away days, but you know,
that was point. Now we're going to bring it's more like Europa League, then, isn't it?
Yeah, basically, yeah, like getting that Europa Conference League. Really like what it is. But that's why it's all come out, though, isn't it? Because they were going to do the plans tomorrow, and then obviously it slipped up. But
do you think there's a chance it could still be a power grab? Still a bit bullshit, or do you think it's it's nowhere back now? It's genuinely serious.
Too far, isn't it?
Yeah, they've all said their official statements.
Yeah. They're too far. They're too far in, aren't they? A lot of these clubs.
As old news were breaking all day long, and then Boris obviously got involved, and government and everything. I thought, this is going to shit them up. And to me, they just come across even more blasé. They were like, this is what we're doing, and you can't do nothing about it. And I'm like, I had that faint hope when I heard government getting involved. For no, they'll think, right, let's have a rethink about this. But they've just gone even more going on it.
It's like this from Klopp, because what you were saying, Lewis, this kind of like points out what you were saying. But if he said that in 2019, then surely he's gonna.
Yeah, well, Corey was saying earlier, Wenger in 2009. Maybe in 10 years you will have a European League. The money that will be coming in from the Champions League will not be enough for some clubs. Then again in 2018, he says it is inevitable to share money between the big clubs, and the small clubs will become a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is Wenger? Is that Wenger who said that?
Yeah, Wenger. Yeah.
Is Wenger not on the UEFA board?
He's on FIFA. Yeah. He's at the top. I can't remember what he is. He's at FIFA. He's quite a big, big player.
He's a big player at FIFA, isn't he? I thought he was.
It's ludicrous. It sounds like we're playing a bloody video game. Like.
But also, how does it affect, mate, the games now between now and the end of the season? Because all these players will be going in thinking like, what's actually going on? Like, and they don't know what's going on because they've signed. Imagine like, you know, De Bruyne's just signed like a 5-year deal or whatever. He couldn't have known. He either knew or he didn't, and I just don't believe he did. So now he's signed away like a lot of the end of his career. And now it's like, nah, mate, you can't play for Belgium. You can't do this. You can't play in the World Cup. He'll be like,
no, the thing is as well, honestly, let's look at Belgium as well. They probably have an half decent chance of actually winning the World Cup, the side that they've got. So, you know, he'd never get a chance like that. They've got a great side of Belgium.
So, do Liverpool turn up to Ellen Road tomorrow and go, what's the point?
You don't know.
That's what does the game go ahead?
Yeah. Well, I've seen that. I don't see why it wouldn't. I think they'd be lost.
Will your football a favour tomorrow?
I just think if I'm playing for Liverpool, I'm thinking, right, we were battling for top 4, but we're going to be in Europe, the best, you know, European Super League next season anyway. So why do I care?
If we're playing devil's advocate even more, like, does he not go? Actually, do you know what? I don't want to risk like a Mane or like a Salah. Maybe I want to keep him for a super. Do you know what I mean? Maybe he just goes.
Or just go. Do you know what? I'm not even going to turn up. I'm just going to get Leeds. I'm just going to get. Hello, is that somebody else? Yeah.
Maybe he gets his P45 in the morning. Says, "Fuck you, I'm off for this shit."
Yeah. Well, that quote that I've just put up does suggest that he would. You know, if he was against it, then.
Let's fucking see.
Yeah.
I think Klopp, though, he's very passionate, isn't he? I think maybe he just might think, fuck this in football. this isn't what the game is about. You know, it's not. Oh, fuck, man.
I mean, for us, like, it's just, I feel like we're just talking. Like, I feel like someone's gonna watch this live stream in 2 weeks and think, that's Leeds fans talking about being in Champions League. You fucking idiots! It were all just, but it's genuinely happening, isn't it? Like, it's not at the point now. Like, surely this can't all be for show. The statements, the website, the talk of.
No, it's not for show, is it, man? It's happened. They've already left, haven't they? They've already left Europe, man.
You seen they got?
Yeah, Liverpool have left the left UEFA, haven't they? Or something like that.
They've all had to leave UEFA because
they've all. Oh right.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna leave it there. It's 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's reached 2 a.m. Wayman's falling asleep about 3 times.
It's gonna be up in 4 hours.
Yeah.
What a trooper.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming on.
We'll see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Unless there's some developments during the day, we might come back live if we can. Yeah. So keep it locked to All Leeds TV as per. Thank you, Corey, for coming on. Good luck, West Ham way, all that jazz, brother. Champions League.
Champions League next season.
See you in Europe.
The champions.
With Mark Noble when he lifts it up in the final. Yeah. That's what it's all going to be about.
Oh, yeah. Brilliant. 2 a.m. Great stint. Great shift. See you in a bit, guys.
See you later.